right, let's hear now as we talk with Maiden coach Tom Brown a little bit earlier this afternoon, getting ready for this game tonight. And coach, if you could kind of tell us how important this game still is, even though the coach staff and Jason is up there. So, we feel like it's still Newton to us. They're going to come after us. We know it, and our kids have got to be ready to play. Coach, when you look at this year's Red Devil team as they get ready, what did you see last week? Give us kind of a scouting report on this year's Red Devil team. Feedback, for years there they had the McCorkles and the Bakers and on and on with great speed, and now they're back into that mode again. The Wilson kids got great speed. He breaks, we can't catch him. There's no doubt about it. We don't have a person that can run him down. So, they got the great speed. They're getting a little bit bigger up front. They're not up to the Woods boys yet, but they're much better than they were in the past. And Coach, finally, for your squad last week you won, but some mistakes and whatnot. What are you going to need to improve in coming into tonight to have a chance to win? It's an easy one, GG. That's a hard question. That's an easy one. We can't lay the ball down like we did. We put the ball on the ground 5 times last week, and really took us off some good drives. And so we haven't tweaked it, but we've been telling our kids, we got to take care of the football and not give other people scoring opportunities when we have scoring opportunities. All right, Coach. Coach Tom Brown of the Maiden Blue Devils tonight, getting ready for the game day. Both teams now making their way on the field, and still to come, we're going to hear from our cheerleading squad of the week, brought to you by Cooks and by Cheerwine.
And Sweats, a full line of sporting goods. You can even get leather jackets from Cooks. Come in today and let one of their courteous staff members help you find just what you need to improve your game. Cooks Sporting Goods, 2628 2nd Street, Northwest Hickory. We do sports right. Stop by and visit Trailer Sales and Service manufacturers of custom-built Todco style and Whining style drop-in roll-up doors since 1972. Also, dock height and ground level temporary storage units. They're located behind Camelot Caterpillar in Conover.
At Catawba Valley Bank, we know the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. I'm Steve Aaron, president of Catawba Valley Bank, and we're proud to support the schools and athletics in the Catawba Valley. At Catawba Valley Bank, we're truly the hometown bank.
For problems with your car's alignment, brake shocks, or struts, turn to Holland Alignment. They'll fix your problem right the first time. For all cars and trucks, that's Holland Alignment in Hickory. Save time, money, and wear and tear on your vehicle. Count on Holland Alignment, 881 Highland Avenue in Hickory. At Catawba Valley Community College, success is closer than you think. You can prepare for a good job in 2 years or less, or choose the college transfer program to begin a 4-year degree. When planning for the future, plan to start at Catawba Valley Community College, your affordable hometown choice.
When some loud bragger tries to put me down.
It's time for the Cooks Cheerwine cheerleading squad of the weekend tonight. It is the Maiden Blue Devil cheerleaders. And back in a moment after this, and we'll find out who those cheerleaders are and get their official cheer after this for Cheerwine.
You're in New York, watching buildings scrape the sky, and you get thirsty for an icy cold Cheerwine soft drink. Well, pal, bad luck for you. New York's dry, which is why you're lucky to be in sweet Carolina, where the Cheerwine flows free.
Oh, Cheerwine, in Carolina. Have you ever seen a team of strength?
Release taste of boredom.
Taste the burst of Cheerwine. Release from the common cold. Great taste has got to be.
Gotta be Cheerwine.
Nothing else like Cheerwine. The one that sets you free. The Carolina thing. Cheerwine.
It's dark red, it's distinctive, it's refreshing, and you can only get it one place. Here, Cheerwine. It's a Carolina thing.
Cheerwine, Carolina Bottling Company, Hickory.
Thanks, guys. Here with the Maiden Blue Devils this week, cheerleading squad of the week. Ladies, we're going to get to introduce each of you and see if we can get to know you a little better. Your name is?
Hi, my name is Stephanie Riddle. Hey, my name is Marcy Rhodes. Hi, my name is Kimberly Mullis. Hey, my name is Mary Harrell. Hi, my name is Jennifer Holstein. Hey, my name is Andrea Sizemore. Hi, my name is Tina Friesland. Hi, my name is April Hinton. Hi, my name is Julie Wells. Hi, my name is Missy Temple Susak. Hey, my name is Maria Parker. Hey, my name is Karen McAllister. Hi, this is Nicole Rogers.
All right, girls, maybe this all season football team worked pretty hard. Anybody from the cheerleading squad do anything this summer to get ready for the upcoming season?
We went to camp and practiced a lot.
Practice a whole lot? How much is a lot? Every day?
Couple days a week.
Hey, that's enough. We have over here a case of cheer wine for you. Congratulations, ladies. Now it's time for the Cook Cheer Wine Cheer of the Week.
Thanks, Danny. Great job. The Maiden Louisville cheerleaders, the Cheerline Cheerleading Squad of the Week. As we get this game underway, and tonight it's going to be Newton-Conover kicking it off. And our first half kickoff is brought to you by the Flowers Company. They got 19 locations to serve you. With Napa, there are no unimportant parts. A.B. Stewart is going to kick it off for Newton-Conover. And back deep is Ryan Coulter and Hoffman. It's going to be up in the air. Coulter is going to return the ball for the Maiden Blue Devils, and he's going to beat up to the 20, 25, 30. Finally going to be down at about the 31-yard line, and there's where he's going to be stopped after a 27-yard return by the Maiden Blue Devils. So it'll be the Blue Devils first and 10, and they'll have the football at about the 30-yard line. Hoffman is the quarterback as we get ready for action. Shuford is going to get the snap immediately, sweeps to the right side. Not much running room there. Alvin Gibson on the tackle immediately. As a matter of fact, the Blue Devils may have lost a yard. So a second down coming now for Maiden's Blue Devils. Rodney Hoffman, your quarterback. Hoffman back up to the line quickly. Gets the snap again, and on the second down, Shuford again. This time he dives forward back to the line of scrimmage, and once again, the Red Devils in there defensively. No gain. It's going to be third and long. So the first couple of plays for the Maiden Blue Devils, Juju, not very productive. David, they'll go with the receiving formation here. Here comes the Newton-Conover.
Big sack. He's through the line. Rodney Hoffman is going to go down back at the 20-yard line. Ricky Weaver down there defensively coming through on the blitz, and Hoffman had no time to even think about that one, Danny. That was right in front of you down there along the sidelines. Yeah, he did not have very much time at all there. He did not even have a chance to get his feet set. Blue Devils coming out looking a little sluggish, but the Red Devils definitely fired up on that series. Fourth down is going to be coming down a bunch of yards now, about 17. Ryan Coulter is going to be back deep for the Blue Devils at his own 10-yard line. Hits it off okay, and it's going to come down. A Newton-Conover, it's going to be a Maiden bounce, actually, and finally go out of bounds at the 34. Finger was back deep, but he will not pick it up. A 44-yard punt, and the Red Devils have held the Blue Devils immediately in this ball game, and will get the football, and they'll have it first and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, good defensive series. Red Devils showing their speed on defense, and coming on a blitz that time was Ricky Weaver coming up with the quarterback sack, and Dave watched the speed on offense. The guy to watch, LeDoux Wilson, he's the left halfback, number 42, had a great game last week.
All right, here come the Red Devils, and this time it's a straight up the middle handoff. This time to Spencer to Gibson. Alvin Gibson on the carry. Got about 3 yards, it looks like, on the play. And the ball will be up to about the 36-yard line. So second down after a gain of 2. 10:03 on the clock. This is a 7:30 start. A lot of the fans still coming in. I still think there's confusion about when the games start, but slowly but surely all the stands are filling up.
Taylor Spencer, the quarterback for the Red Devils, along with Wilson, and also Ricky Weaver checks back in, and split back look for the Red Devils.
All right, this time the handoff looks like there's a fumble. It's loose. It's at the 35. Spencer, the quarterback, lost it. The Blue Devils have recovered the football. Maiden has got the football, and a fumble at the 35-yard line. And now the Blue Devils get a big break early on in this ball game at the 35.
Rodney Hoffman came up with the fumble, and Danny, we saw last week Newton-Conover scored on touchdown the first play of the game. Tonight they get a quick turnover. May try to take advantage.
Yes, they do. Actually, the score Newton-Conover got last week was off of a turnover, so the Blue Devils capitalized on this early mistake. All right, here come the Blue Devils. They want to hand off up the middle, and they look like they bobbled the ball, but they have recovered their own fumble at about the 35-yard line. Second down's going to be coming. There was no gain. As a matter of fact, I guess the Blue Devils have gotten minus yardage in this ball game. According to our statistician, Ed Wheeler, who's whizzing away back here with the pencils and the pins. Am I right, Ed? Minus 10 now in 4 plays. All right.
second down. Looks like about 11 yards to go. Now the ball is at the 36. Two receivers, one each side, and only one back, Dave. They go to single back look again. Hoffman wants to throw, but now he hands it up the middle. There's the guy. Cedric Cooper, he's got a hold of the 25, 20, 15. 10 fights his way down to the 5-yard line. He got hit at about the 10, but he's big, he's strong, and he gave somebody a free ride down to about the 4. Trey Lutz along with Finger, and it will be at the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Danny, I bet you saw it. Newton-Conover coming on a blitz, and they just missed the line of scrimmage, and there was all kind of holes.
All kinds of holes, Juju. They really over-pursued it. They delayed draw. The sideline was going pass, and Cedric got on delayed draw up the middle.
All right, we're going to Fred T. Ford to St. Stephen's of the Hickory. We'll be up to date on that one in a moment. And here we go. Our guys are going to be reporting in frequently in those ball games. When there's action, we're going to know it for you immediately. All right, inside the 5, Cedric Shuford will be carrying the ball. He's down to about the 4-yard line. It's going to be second down and goal to go for the Maiden Blue Devils. 8:22 on the clock. A fumble by Newton-Conover, Juju, has set the stage for Maiden to get some points on the board. Last week, Maiden had 5 fumbles, Dave, and St. Stephen's did take advantage of those turnovers. Maiden trying to do the opposite and get on the board first. All right, here comes the handoff right side. Hard licks, and there's going to be a touchdown. Cedric Shuford, you might have heard the lick up here. He got hit at about the 2, but would not give up. He backed his way into the end zone, and Maiden has scored first with 8:04 on the clock in the ball game. First quarter, it's Maiden 6 and Newton-Conover nothing. Last week, Cedric with 5 touchdowns. Number 6 coming, Dave, and just pounded it right away against the Newton-Conover defense. And the Blue Devils on the road get on the board first. Strength, Danny. That guy is absolutely hard to stop.
Very hard, Dave. Very low to the ground. Low center of gravity.
All right. Juju's got that too, but it's because of his bottom. All right. Here comes the pass into the end zone. It's good for 2. On the money. Hoffman goes to Steve Lowe, and it will be the 2 points to go on the board now with 8:04 short on the clock in the first quarter. It's Maiden 8, Newton-Conover nothing. As we cover the Valley football live from Fred T. Ford, St. Stephen's Hickory, and here at Newton-Conover on the Sports Voice.
For many years now, you've come to trust the name Drum Funeral Home of Conover and Willis Reynolds Funeral Home of Newton for complete professional funeral service. Stuart Terry, president, reminds you that one of the many ways they serve you is with a 24-hour telephone obituary line, which provides you with information about the upcoming funeral services and family visitation. That number is 464-4606. You'll also get information about upcoming activities of Pathways of Catawba County, Drum Funeral Home of Conover, and Willis Reynolds Funeral Home of Newton.
Call David or Nora Swink about installing a new Rood heat pump. You'll be amazed how much more comfortable your home will be with a new Rood. You'll get year-round comfort in your home thanks to Rood heat pumps and Swink heating, air conditioning, and electric. Warmth in the winter and refreshing coolness in the summer. Year-round comfort at prices that are easily affordable, whether it's 10 or 110 degrees. You'll feel just right with a Rood heat pump from Swink heating, air conditioning, and electric. Highway 10 and Mount Olive Church Road, Newton.
Back here live across the Catawba Valley, we got football action, and the Blue Devils are going to be kicking off after the touchdown to Newton-Conover. It's going to come down, and Finger picks it up at the 15, 20, 23, 24. Finally going to be down to about the 27-yard line. He got an 18-yard return. And it will be first and 10 for Newton-Conover. The ball is going to be at the 29-yard line. Red Devils now try to get started after that turnover. 4 plays, 35 yards. The Blue Devils on the board, 2-point conversion. Nice little spin pass and into the end zone. Let's see if the Red Devils try to run the corner, Dave. They were successful last week on the option. Here comes the up-the-middle hold. There's a nice one, too, across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Breaking through, Kaylor Spencer hands it off there. On the play, Coulter is in, Wilson on the carry, LeDoux Wilson. And it will be Ryan Coulter on the tackle. Wilson picked up very good yardage on first down, and between the tackles against the Blue Devils that time, picking up 7 yards, now second down and 3. So here come the Red Devils with second down and short yardage. We'll be going to Fred T. Ford, St. Stephen's, and Hickory in just a moment. This time up the middle. Ricky Weaver, not enough for the first down, but he got a couple of yards on the carry. As it's straight ahead
straight-ahead football for the Red Devils.
Danny, that's one thing I'm sure we'll see a little bit more tonight. Try to run the ball between the tackles, and as soon as you think Newton-Conover is going to run it up the middle, that's when they'll go on the outside.
Absolutely, Juju. I think the big play for the Red Devils last week was the false sweep right, and we've yet to see that false sweep tonight. I think that the plays that they scored on last week on each touchdown was the false sweep. So maybe they're saving that for their bag of tricks later on.
A couple of changes up front on the offensive line for the Red Devils this week, and maybe they're trying to work these guys in slowly and not give them too much yet, just try to get the guy in front of you to block.
1st and 10. Here come the Red Devils. Fincher wants to throw. Cox fires. Got his man, but he's hit hard immediately and blocked down. Finger on the catch. It'll be good for about 4 yards, maybe more. Let's see. They're going to place it down at about the 45-yard line. So let's make it a 6-yard reception when they put it down and call it 2nd down and 4 for Newton-Conover.
Aaron Rembert on the tackle that time, and a good rollout pass by Kaylor Spencer. Dave Don Patrick said Kaylor can, if he can develop, has the potential to be one of the best passers that Newton-Conover has ever had. One of the best.
2nd down. This time, straight ahead football and no place to run. Ricky Weaver on the drive takes it to about the 40. I think that'll get a half a yard, maybe 45 and a half to be specific. Not much running room there at all. Hey, coming up, of course, we've got all kinds of action tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. The Carolina Panthers are going to invade Pittsburgh and bring back a victory, I'm sure.
The starters will play both teams probably about a quarter, Dave. You'll need your program.
3rd down. I still want to beat your Steelers. Here comes the handoff, fighting forward and then driven back. A lot of 2nd and 3rd effort there by Ricky Weaver, and he's finally going to be backed up by that big Maiden front line. And he's still got some forward progress, so they'll place it down and say that there's about a yard to go, a long yard. 4 and let's say 1.5 if you really want to be specific about it.
Danny, can you tell momentum swings, intensity? What's it like on the sideline?
I feel everybody's really kind of optimistic, Juju. They're really cautious. Both teams look like they're almost operating off a script, trying to see what plays are good for them, and really taking a cautious approach to the game so far.
Hoffman's got the kick and returns it for Maiden to the 25. He's back up to the 27. Still on his feet. Finally going to be down at the 28-yard line. Hoffman gets the Avery Stewart kick and returns it for about 11 yards. It was a 38 punt by Stewart, 38-yard punt, that is. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Maiden Blue Devils tonight in this ball game.
Dale Hardy, the backup quarterback, and Elvin Gibson in on the tackle that time for Newton-Conover.
5:05 on the clock. We're in the first quarter of play. It's an 8-0 ball game. Maiden leads. The Blue Devils have the ball. We'll be checking in Betty Ford, St. Stephen's, and Hickory for you in just a moment.
Got a timeout.
And we do have a timeout.
One of those infamous water break timeouts.
All right, let's have something to drink, and we'll be back in a moment where the score here with 5:05 put on the clock is the Maiden Blue Devils 8 and the Newton-Conover Red Devils nothing. We're live to Ford, St. Stephen's, and Hickory in moments here on the Sports Boy.
In the kitchens of the area's finest restaurants, you'll find top quality equipment supplied by Denver Equipment Company. You'll find their equipment in the kitchens of Sagebrush Steakhouse and Saloon, Western Steer, Prime Sirloin, Chesapeake Bagel Bakery, Bennett Smokehouse and Saloon, and many more. And they can help you at home, too. Call Denver Equipment Company at 322-8020 or 800-222-9746. Denver Equipment Company in Hickory and Denver, always proud supporters of high school sports in the Valley.
Everett Chevrolet, Highway 70 Hickory is having their big clearance sale on all 1998 Chevrolet cars, trucks, and vans. Buy that Monte Carlo, Lumina, Cavalier, Prism, or any other Chevy of your choice and save. Also on sale, S10 Tracker, Astro, and G-Van conversion models. If you've ever wanted a new Chevy car, truck, or van, don't pass up this big sale, because after they're gone, there won't be any more. That's Everett Chevrolet, Highway 70 Hickory, with over 30 years service to our area. The best place to trade in the Carolinas.
Back here live tonight at Newton-Conover Gurley Stadium. As the Blue Devils have the ball, time resumes. A 6-yard gain. The ball is up to about the 33-yard line right now.
Again, once again, Shuford on the carry. Lee Hallman in on the tackle on that first down play. Hallman had a fine game last week at Wilk Central Day, playing one of those linebacker positions, and stuck at that time, but a good pickup on first down for the Blue Devils.
2nd down.
through the line again, and all kinds of red in the backfield. A loss on the play of about 4 yards as Cedric Shuford, the powerhouse for the Blue Devils, got knocked down again behind the line of scrimmage. Allman once again with a big first hit. Danny had another, we told you last week, a good game, and he's started off pretty good now for the Red Devils.
Yes, he has indeed. It seems like he's got a pretty good grip on the play. Read that one very well. Almost took the handoff, actually.
Newton-Conover doing some stunting up front with their linebackers, doing a lot of blitzing early on. They came up with a couple of big plays, but earlier missed one on a blitz, and that led to the touchdown on the big run by Shuford.
Third down now is coming. They held it up for a second there, and now we're ready to play again. Third and about 8. This time the pitch back again. Cedric Shuford fights his way forward. 3 yards, 4. He's to the 33-yard line now. It's going to bring up a fourth down now, and still about 5 to go. Tom Neff, hang on, buddy. We're going to send it to you in 1 second there. It's Fred T. Ford. Bunker Hill and Ford battling it out. We'll keep you up to the second and all the scoring going on, not only there, but at St. Stephen's and at Hickory High as well. Let's get the kick, though. The Blue Devils are going to give it up, and Newton-Conover will be back to receive. Mario Finger will be back. Also back there is going to be Ledoux Wilson. Fake, and they faked it and passed the football, but it's going to be incomplete. So Tom Brown, getting bold and brave here, went to Ricky. It was knocked down by Ricky Weaver as Hoffman went to the air, and it was an incompleted pass. Ryan Coulter, the intended receiver. Did that surprise you, Danny?
Woo, I would say so. I have never seen that play from the Blue Devils.
Danny, I guess if you're going to use it, might as well use it now this early in the season.
Very good time to use it early in the season, and I'm sure it surprised everyone, including myself.
All right, first and 10 for the Red Devils as they get the pitch back on the left side. It's going to be Ledoux Wilson trying to cut the corner, and he does. Going to be knocked out of bounds directly there beside Danny. Boy, he's got some good moves. You still got the touch, buddy.
I know how to get out of the way of the guy.
You know, anybody that Don Patrick gave me one of these old coaching moves that he knows Tom Brown watches a lot of film. If you saw film last week, Newton-Conover did not run any toss sweeps to the left. It's the first time they ran a toss sweep.
You're all to the right.
So they were looking for Wilson going right on a toss sweep. Well, they went the opposite way. So something else to look forward to if you're a Maiden defense to think about.
Second down here for the Red Devils, and we're going to get a penalty at offside. And while they're figuring out which way they want to walk that one off, let's switch you live to Tom Neff. He's standing by on the Coca-Cola football hotline at Fred T. Ford. The Bears, the Bunker Hill, the Tigers of Ford. Tom, bring us up to speed on the Coca-Cola football hotline.
Midway through the first quarter here, Fred T. Ford, with the score Bunker Hill 8, Fred T. Ford 0. The Bears are not wasting any time running up the scoreboard as they scored the first time they touched the ball. Ben Finger punts in from the yard out to open the scoring. Chris Arndt, who set up the score with a 63-yard kickoff return, over the 2 points of Bears, not the option pitch. Again, our score here, Ford High School, Bunker Hill 8, Fred T. Ford 0. I'm Tom Neff, Coca-Cola football hotline. Now back to David and Juju and Newton-Conover.
All right, thanks, and you got it. Second down here, and let's see what we got. Back to action here with 2:55 short on the clock. They had a timeout while we were away. And they're going to measure here as well. Let's look at a few of the guys on those front lines for Catawba Memorial Hospital. Catawba County's only comprehensive cancer treatment center is available at Catawba Memorial Hospital. And today, after 30 years, more than ever, they're dedicated to you.
Jesse Smith, the center, Zach Spiegel and Taylor Stone on the guards, Rico Hewitt, Lee Hallman tackles, Dusty Same tight end, Cavario Finger, Matt Hodge, Scott Wilson, all those guys will be shuffling in and out of the lineup at wide receiver, along with Ledoux Wilson, Ricky Weaver. Weaver doubles on defense as the fullback, so we'll see Alvin Gibson tonight, and even Avery Stewart will check in a little bit. Right now, it is Gibson, it is Wilson and Weaver in the backfield. A third and short.
All right, straight ahead football, the quarterback keeper, and it looks like it'll be Spencer going across for the first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line, where it's going to be a first and 10 for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. 2:46 on the clock if you just turned us on. We're in the first quarter. And it's an 8-0 ball game. Maiden is on top, and the Red Devils are threatening. And
And Spencer is hobbling off now, the quarterback for Newton-Conover.
That's not good. Junior quarterback who had a fine game last week, Danny. You mentioned throughout some great poise by his part last week.
Made some excellent decisions last week. Looks like he got his knee twisted in that huge foul. Keep you updated on that injury and see what happens with it.
All right, he's in a lot of pain, you can tell. Back in there is Greg Hardy, the quarterback slot. And this time to the left side, Hardy keeps the football, runs it right toward the sideline. And he's getting up a little slow, too. Whoa, almost identical. Whoa, that's incredible. Hardy apparently in a lot of pain. He's going to have to be helped off the sidelines.
Cedric Shuford was in on the tackle for Newton-Conover. Avery Stewart played a little quarterback last week. They got 3 or 4 quarterbacks. Yeah, Stewart, he played the backfield last week, saw a little time at quarterback, and he's also the kicker. So has played on defense. So Newton-Conover
in 2 plays.
2 plays, the quarterbacks both are now on the bench.
Wow. All right, now we got in the lineup Avery Stewart in the quarterback slot for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. It's 2nd down and 10. And Stewart is ready. Wants to give it. He wants to keep it himself. Runs to the right side. He's going to be tackled at about the 20-yard line. Stewart going wide to the right. Got maybe a yard or 2. Not much running room. Casey Byrne in there on the stop for the Blue Devils. So now it's going to be 3rd down and short as we watch the bench to see how Kaylor Spencer and Greg Hardy come out. Both those guys injured early on. Thanks for being here tonight on the other end.
Both checking their ankles and lower leg right now. And Stewart, that is in there, looked good on that first series, on that first play.
Fumble, and he falls in the football. So the Red Devils recover, and it'll bring up the 4th down and long now.
You can never actually prepare to have a third quarterback in the first quarter of your second game. Just hope that he could take the snaps, and they were ending the first quarter. Maiden scored 8-0. Also, Bunker Hill leading Fred C. 4-5 score, 8-0.
All right, we'll be switching you live to St. Stephen's, to Frank Huffman, to Dennis Penfield at Hickory High. We've got all those scores coming up here in just a moment. We want to go back to those guys real frequently tonight. 4th down and long, 4th and 9, and the Red Devils are going to go to the air. A little bit of rush. Spencer steps out of the pocket, runs to the left side. He's down, and he's going to be down behind the line of scrimmage. The Blue Devils are going to take over at the 23-yard line. So it will be Avery Stewart on the keeper. He's trying to find somebody to throw to. And he's hobbling a little bit as he makes his way off along the sidelines. Is it hard licks or just coincidence out there, Danny?
I think it's just sheer coincidence. We had 2 knees. I think he has twisted his ankle somewhat. It's just sheer coincidence, and who could figure?
Avery Stewart, we kid you not, who is the guy who just stepped in for Newton-Conover.
I'm afraid Coach Patrick's putting me in, Dave.
You better move back. He'll have you in there. Here comes the handoff up the middle, and the big guy, Cedric Shuford, runs for the football. He's going to be stopped at about the 28-yard line. So a drive to the right gets some running room. Bunker Hill 8, Fred T. Ford nothing. We'll get some scores of other games. Starting times 8 o'clock. That St. Stephen's game starts at 8 o'clock.
And Hickory started at 7:30 since time immemorial.
I don't believe that. Just a couple of years ago, they started at 7:30.
When I was in Lenore Ryan, they started their games at 7:30. They played at College Field.
You're confused.
I did. I watched the games from my balcony in my dormitory.
You couldn't even learn the time till you came down here to North Carolina. Hey, that's the end of the first quarter of play. At the end of one quarter of football here at Newton-Conover's Gurley Stadium, it is the Maiden Blue Devils 8, the Newton-Conover Red Devils nothing. Bunker Hill leads Fred T. Ford 8-0. Coming up, a report from St. Stephen's, from Hickory, and all the other scores as we do it live and exclusive on a Friday night here on the Sports Line.
Hard work, rugged
rugged terrain, they're no challenge for the Kawasaki Prairie ATV from Kawasaki of Hickory. Whether you choose the Prairie 300, 300 4x4, 400, or 400 4x4, you can depend on the Kawasaki name for the latest advancement and peak performance in any weather or on rough terrain. The proven automatic transmission and shaft drive make Prairie ATVs a valuable asset for any work chores. Award-winning chassis and suspension, hydraulic front disc brakes, dual-range transmission, and spacious ergonomics mean all-day comfort from Kawasaki Prairie ATVs. Kawasaki of Hickory, off 321 North, behind Secor in Hickory, the old airport road.
It's the end of the first quarter here at Newton-Conover's Gurley Stadium, and let's take you live to Hickory and Dennis Benfield and get a report on that East Burke-Hickory battle that's going on right now as we check in with Dennis on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline. Dennis.
This is Dennis Benfield at Frank Barger Stadium in Hickory, where the Red Tornadoes of Hickory High School are hosting the East Burke Cavaliers. Both teams having a little problem finding offense and finding most of their offense from miscues on the other side. A lot of penalty yardage so far. But in the first quarter, at the end of the quarter, it's a 6-0 ball game in favor of the Red Tornadoes. Miniel Flowers took a 39-yard pass for Tim Swanson with 1:47 remaining in the quarter. That capped an 80-yard drive. The Red Tornadoes just blocked an East Burke punt to give Hickory the ball at about midfield. So that's where we stand right now. Red Tornadoes 6, East Burke Cavaliers 0, and we're at Frank Barger Stadium in Hickory. This is Dennis Benfield for the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
Thanks, Dennis. And we bring ourselves back to action as we start the second quarter of play here at Newton-Conover's Gurley Stadium, where it's an 8-0 ball game. And Juju, while we're away, we started off the second quarter.
Sure did, Dave. And Maiden has the football now at the 34-yard line. We're going to get a report from Danny, who we see three quarterbacks down on the bench for Newton-Conover, and we'll get an update in a second, Danny, after this play. Maiden with the football.
All right, the Blue Devils, Hoffman's got it. He wants to throw. Coxon fires. Almost picked off Newton-Conover. Nice defensive effort by the Red Devils there. And reaching up was Michael Anthony. Got his hands on the football. Breaks up the play. It will be an incompleted pass and make it a second down now. And still 10 yards to go for the Blue Devils.
Andy Knight scratching his head, Danny. That was a touchdown if Anthony could have held on.
Absolutely. Looks like he got a little anxious in the quarterback situation. I'll keep you posted right after this play. I'll give you a lowdown. We got three over on the sideline right now.
All right, second down. And here come the Blue Devils. Again, Hoffman going to be sacked. He stepped back into the pocket looking for somebody to throw it to and was met by three red jerseys. No place to go, nowhere to run. A loss of a couple of yards on the play. It'll be a third down now at about 12. Give Rocky Hilton credit for the tackle for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover on that play. At Maiden front line tonight as we look at it for Catawba Memorial Hospital.
John Setzer along with Shane Hudson, Darren Rogers, Nelson Mungrove, and Will Underwood. Huge offensive line for the Blue Devils. Bigger than normal, and they're all big. And right now, Newton-Conover's defense a little bit quicker up front. Not as big, but they're able to stay with it, Dave, because of that quickness.
All right. Catawba Memorial Hospital, remember, they got their new Express Care program. They'll get you in and out of that emergency room faster than most hospitals at Catawba Memorial.
Danny, quarterback situation.
All right, Juju, we're back up to 2. I would definitely say that the starting quarterback, Taylor Spencer, is done for the night. Shoes off, ice packs on, has cut the tape on one ankle. So he is definitely looks to be done for the night.
All right, this time, Cedric Shuford again, running to the right side, down the hall across the 50. He's down to the 40, breaks the tackle, finally going to be tripped up at the 32-yard line. He could have went all the way, finally got tripped up and knocked down to about the 32-yard line. Finger back there deep, saved the touchdown for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. 33 yards down the right side goes Cedric Shuford tonight for the Blue Devils.
You're going to get Shuford. You got to get him as soon as he touches the football, because if he gets the steam up, he is there. He's pretty fast down that sideline as he got things rolling, and Finger had to bounce him out of bounds, Dave. Otherwise, it would have been a touchdown.
All right, it'll be a 1st and 10. Don Patrick, who bothered along the sidelines. It'll be a 1st and 10. Here comes the Blue Devils. No place to go. Red Devils, Shuford was stopped him. The Devils up to the line, team right through, almost on the blitz. No place to run there as Spiegel comes up with a tackle as well as several over the Red Devil defenders, and it usually takes a couple to put down Cedric Schubert.
And Schubert now 10 carries, 75 yards here in this football game, and he has been the only guy running the football for Maiden. Checking scores once again on our scoreboard, brought to you by Douglas Mobile Homes and Parts and Service. It is Bunker Hill 8, Fred 4-0. Second quarter, Hickory on a long touchdown pass, leading East Burke 6-0.
Second down now, and here's the pass to the corner for the Blue Devils. It's caught and then bumped out of bounds in front of the Maiden bench there as Hoffman goes to the air and Coulter receives, and he'll be bumped out at about the 35-yard line, depending on where they bring it in.
Finger knocked out Aaron Rembert that time on a little quick hitch. Rembert 6'2", and a little sidearm pass that time by to Hoffman and picked up short yardage. Good cover skills that time by Finger. Got over there in a hurry.
Third down.
Red Devil defense is awfully quick, Dave. They played it well tonight thus far. Even Schubert, though, has picked up some tough yardage, 75 yards on the night.
Hoffman, quick pass is caught. It'll be close to the first down. Knocked down at the 25. Casey Burns goes up and gets the ball. And he's hit immediately, but it'll be close to the first down marker as Hoffman goes to the air again. And it will be let's see where they place it down. It's going to be awfully close down there.
Matt Hodge on the tackle that time, and a good passing that time by the Blue Devils. They go outside the play before. This time they go inside on the quick tight end kind of hitch pattern. Right down the middle, look in pass. Should be a first down, Dave. They got up to the 25-yard line.
Measurement coming now. Don't forget the Panthers in Pittsburgh, 7 o'clock broadcast time. And don't forget, too, please, tomorrow morning at the Golden Corral on Oline Boulevard, our breakfast to the coaches, that anytime you go in from 7 until 11 while they're serving breakfast at the Golden Corral, if you'll tell them that our team of the week is Bunker Hill, our coach of the week is Bunker Hill's Randy Profit, you get a buy one, get one free deal. So all you got to do, Danny, is find a friend and tell them that you want to go to eat. You let them go in front of you.
I found 12 friends, Dave. I'm bringing the Maiden High Blue Devil cheerleaders to meet them on.
Hey, that sounds good. I like that. Fourth down and inches to go now. The Blue Devils are going to go for it. It's fourth and short. Hoffman is ready. He'll keep it himself, and he's got the first down. First and 10 for the Blue Devils as they take it inside the 25 of Newton-Conover now down to the 24 with 9:46 short on the clock.
Maiden now starting to march on this drive, getting back in good field position, changing the field position around. Again, Newton-Conover losing its quarterbacks on consecutive plays last time out, and we'll see who steps in at quarterback next series.
WNNC, Newton-Conover, Maiden, Claremont, Catawba, and WIRC, Hickory, Lenore, Morganton, Statesville. Here's the toss to the corner, running to the right side, 3, 4, 5 yards. Hoffman pitches it out there, a little bit of running room there, and there'll be a gain probably of 6 when all is said and done, inside the 20, down to about the 14-yard line.
Schubert gets it, Danny. He turns up the field awfully quick. He doesn't get sideways, does he?
No, he doesn't. He goes north and south, and that's a trait that Coach Brown really enjoys watching Schubert run. A lot of times those dancing running backs really string it out and don't get a lot for it, but Schubert wastes no time in getting north and south.
Second down and short. Hoffman will pitch it back again to Cedric Schubert. Hits the line, and he's hit immediately by a couple of red jerseys there. In there was Smith on the tackle. One of the first guys of several of the Red Devils on the stop. Also, Dusty Shane in on the tackle for the Red Devils. It'll be third down and short for Maiden. Hickory leads East Burke. Bunker Hill leads Fred T. Ford.
Danny, got an update on the Newton-Conover quarterbacks?
I would say due to the Greg Hardy's not in either, I think the quarterback in the next series will definitely be Avery Stewart.
Third down. And short. And this time to the right. Here comes the handoff. Not much place to go. I believe Schubert may be close to that first down marker. We'll wait and see.
He just plowed forward that time and followed his blockers and picked up the first down.
So he did get the first and 10. The Maiden Blue Devils now have picked up 5 first downs in the ball game, according to our statistician Ed Wheeler. The ball will be at the 14-yard line, where it will be a first and 10.
Blue Devils get the lead. They go to the ground game. And we're starting to see them wear down maybe the Red Devils, Dave, on this drive. solid drive by Maiden.
Wide, right, and left.
Yeah, little right and left, little run, couple of passes.
This time, Hoffman runs with the football himself. He's to the 15, 10, 5. He's going to be in. Touchdown. Had to wait for the official. He dove and he barely got that end zone there and got the touchdown for the Maiden Blue Devils on the left side. And Hoffman gets the 6 points on the board with 7:33 left in the first half. It's a 14-0 ball game now. Boy, he just barely got inside that end zone, didn't he, Danny?
He really did, Dave. I don't know if you could tell from there, but it looked like a busted play from here. It looked like he bobbled the snap, picked it up, and it looked like the play was actually designed to go right. He tucked it in and hit the jets and really nipped it into the corner of the end zone.
Touchdown, Maiden. Timeout for the Blue Devils as well. And with 7 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock, the score here now is 14 for the Maiden Blue Devils, nothing for Newton-Conover. It is Bunker Hill leading Fred T. Ford 8-0, and Hickory's on top of Eastburg 6-0. We're back in 30 seconds as we cover all the Valley football live, exclusive here on the Sports Voice.
At Q&D Automotive, they feature the Allen Spark Machine, a computerized system that can analyze and pinpoint problems in 90% of the vehicles on the road today. Q&D also has an air conditioner freon recycling machine that keeps the environment safe. They handle all repairs, major or minor, and will offer preventive maintenance. Q&D has 24-hour road service for 18-wheelers and after-hour road service for personal vehicles. For a quick evaluation of your vehicle problems and honest, straightforward service, go to Q&D Auto and Truck Service, Highway 321, Newton.
Here tonight, covering the Valley football live and exclusive on the Sports Voice. Friday Night Football. Nobody else does it better. And we're on 6:30 a.m. and 12:30 a.m. Plus, of course, Charter Communications Cable Channel 10. And we hope we're back on. Some people have called and said that they took us off. And on Cable Channel 10, they wouldn't get a report on that.
13 plays, 78 yards on this drive for the Maiden Blue Devils. Cedric Shuford now with 98 yards rushing here in the first half on 15 carries.
Our thanks to great people like Twin City Insurance Agency, a one-to-one personal service downtown Newton. They've been a part of our broadcast for many years. We do appreciate that. Lisa Williams and the folks at Twin City Insurance, they made it possible for us to be here. And we got a flag on the play. Well, I tell you that Krispy Kreme, the sweet place to be, also one of the fine sponsors of high school football on a Friday night in the Catawba Valley. Backing it up against the Blue Devils. Juju?
Yeah, well, the procedure call against Maiden, so that will back them up 5 yards on a first and goal. Actually, they're going to go for, yeah, they're going to go for it.
Well, there's new shirts you got, Danny, to make you look, I don't know, look more bigger and stronger and bolder down there along the sidelines.
Yeah, I was thinking that very same thing. I was just wondering what Juju was going to say if they didn't go for it. Most teams do go for it after the touchdown, Dave.
Yeah, I was thinking kicking there. I got to get used to everybody goes to 2 points now.
All right, here's a big sack way back to the 16, 17-yard line as Hoffman went back and was jerked down by Ricky Weaver. Got him by the jersey, pulled him down. A big loss on the play, and the Blue Devils are not going to be able to get it in there.
But a nice drive by Maiden. 13 plays, 78 yards. Hoffman, and you're right, Danny, that was not a design play. He just, normally a quarterback will stick it up in there. He just decided to run like a bootleg on his own and took it in for the touchdown.
And really the strange thing about it was, I think it was an option right. So all of his blocking was on that side, but actually it worked out because the linebackers read the play going that way and really didn't have time to recover and get back to the corner.
What a heads-up play that time by Hoffman, and key point of the game now for the Red Devils, Dave, to get down a couple of touchdowns, and it's going to test them right here in the first half for them to stay in the game and get some intensity back, and they're going to do it with Avery Stewart now at quarterback.
All right. Back deep for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover is going to be Alvin Gibson. Finger also back there with Avery Stewart and anybody else that wants to show up. Blue Devils will be kicking it off after their touchdown. A 14-0 ball game here. Ryan Coulter will do the kicking. He'll kick it off. Hickory leads Eastburg. Fred T. Ford is down to Bunker Hill now. We'll get reports hopefully on from those guys again in a moment. Here comes the kick. It's going to be Finger at the 20, so the 24 going to be bumped down after a 5-yard return. So Finger brings it back 5, and the Blue Devils stop him there. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Newton-Conover Red Devils at about the 25-yard line.
Sean Walls on the tackle coming down on the kickoff team for the Blue Devils. Nice crowd that has now come here to Gurley Stadium. They're starting to stand in the end zone, and right now, Danny, nice crowd. Is still the intensity on the sideline for Newton-Conover?
I think they really need a big play, Juju. I think that, you know, they're a big play away. A lot of times the quarterbacks are leader. Right now, their leader's down. They need somebody to step up.
All right. It's going to be Stewart at the quarterback slot. Hands it off to the right side. And it's going to be to Ledoux Wilson. Wilson on the carry. Gets the ball up to about the 27-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play. So the Red Devils will have a 2nd down coming now here with 6:57 on the clock in the first half of play. We'll be getting reports from the Vandy St. Stephen's game. Just to remember, that game did not start until 8 o'clock. We'll be checking in with Frank Hoffman. He's had his nap, and I think he'll be ready in just a moment or two, and we'll get a report. 6:42 on the clock as we get back to throw. Stewart to the corner. Cox fires. Caught his man, and it's going to be caught, but there's no place to run for Finger. Finger actually lost the yards that were gained on the first down, in fact, even more, and it'll be a 3rd down now for Newton-Conover at almost 11 yards to go. Give Smith and Queen credit for the Blue Devils stop on the play. They were right in there. So now with 6:15 on the clock in the first half.
One thing that they'll miss with Spencer on the sideline, he was a very good passer, and we saw that last week against Wilkes Central. We may see Newton-Conover try to run the ball on the corners a little bit more. Ledoux Wilson yet to break one for Newton-Conover.
3rd down. And this time back to throw. The pass is going to be incomplete. At the 33-yard line, Matt Hodge was the intended receiver. Tried to make a diving effort at it, but he couldn't hold on to the football. Jeff Lohman down there defensively for the Maiden Blue Devils on the play.
You're right, Danny. The Red Devils needed to get some spark on this series. Now they're going to have to punt it away, and the defense, which was on the field for 15 plays or 13 plays and 78 yards last drive, now is going to have to get back out there.
Yeah, Juju, it's really not a whole lot of rest in there, and it's almost time for another one of those unforced water break timeouts, and I'm not so sure that they couldn't stand to use one right now.
Pretty hot out there. Here's a flag. And that delay of game?
Well, actually, I think he ran out of fingers. He's trying to count the players, Dave, but I think he ran out of fingers, and he's going to have to pick the flag up.
Oh. If he'd take his socks off like me, he'd have his toes to work with, too. 4th down coming. There is no penalty. A high snap, though. Brought it down, and now I'm going to have to run with the football and tackle at about the 13-yard line. Avery Stewart has been called in to do the quarterbacking slot. At least kept the football from going away, pulled it down, then had to run with the football, and now the Blue Devils are going to get the ball back in great field position. Let's see, I think Tom Neff is standing by. We need to be checking in and see what's going on now in that Bunker Hill Fred T. Ford battle as the Blue Devils get the football deep in Newton-Conover territory. I'm sending it to you, Tom, on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
This is Tom Neff, Fred T. Ford High School on the Coca-Cola Hotline. During the first quarter, we just scored Bunker Hill 8, Fred T. Ford 7. Both teams came out fast and did not waste any time running up the scoreboard. They each scored the first time they touched the ball. Ben Finger plunged in from the yard out to open the scoring, and Chris Art, who set up the score to kickoff return, held the 2-point conversion off the option pitch. The Tigers answered right back with a 44-yard touchdown pass from Randy Boss to Michael Lewis. Kicker John Raven at the point end. Taking the 4th down scoring hookup from Boss to Lewis. Again, I'm still here at Ford High School. Bunker Hill 8, Fred T. Ford 7. I'm Tom Neff, Coca-Cola Football Hotline. Now back to Dave and Juju with Newton-Conover.
While we're away, the Blue Devils go into the end zone for the touchdown. Juju, a 20-0 ball game now, Maiden.
Cedric Shuford, 13-yard touchdown run. He gets the touchdown, the 2nd of the game for Shuford down. He's close to 100 yards rushing. Blue Devils will now go for 2.
All right, Blue Devils attempting 2, and this time back to throw into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete, so therefore the score is going to remain the same with 5:27 on the clock. o'clock in the first half. It is. The Maiden Blue Devils 20. The Newton-Conover Red Devils nothing. And it's 24 to Bunker. Bunker Hill on top of the Tigers. Hickory is leading East Burke. Bandy's and St. Stephen's just getting underway. And we've got you covered live and exclusive all across the Catawba Valley here on the Sports Boys.
Cook Sporting Goods is your headquarters for all your sporting equipment. They do sports right. Whatever your sport, Cook's has your equipment. Cook Sporting Goods has a general sporting team division, weight and fitness department, ski and snowboard department, a tennis department, activewear and sweats, a full line of sporting goods. You can even get leather jackets from Cook's. Come in today and let one of their courteous staff members help you find just what you need to improve your game. Cook Sporting Goods, 2628 2nd Street, Northwest Hickory. We do sports right.
And now, little Tommy Archer from Catawba with an essay on Krispy Kreme donuts. Oop, Tommy's eating a Krispy Kreme donut right now, so I'll translate. Tommy says Krispy Kreme offers a tradition of great taste, variety, and high quality. And now he says their 18 varieties of donuts are all delicious. And he says if I take his, he'll slap me. Tommy!
Football fans, remember that our Hot Light will be on every Friday night after the game. You can't get them any fresher than when the Hot Light is on. Krispy Kreme, a sweet place for the family to be, on Highway 70 in Hickory, next to Blockbuster Video.
And in Conover on Rock Barn Road at the Wilco Truck Stop.
Blue Devils kick it off, and Newton-Conover's finger returns it, bobbles the football, picks it up, and brings it back up to about the 28-yard line now. So the Red Devils will have it 1st and 10 after the Maiden touchdown at about the 28, 29-yard line.
Greg Queen on the tackle. And guys, you recall last year, Maiden jumped way ahead of Newton-Conover. Red Devils came back, made it a close game, 27-22. We're seeing that here tonight. Newton-Conover down 3 touchdowns. And Danny, you called it. There's that water timeout with about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
So timeout has been called here at Newton-Conover's Gurley Stadium, where Maiden is in control at the moment. The Blue Devils 20, the Red Devils nothing. Bunker Hill is leading Fred T. Ford. Hickory is on top of East Burke, and they're getting underway. Bandy's and St. Stephen's as we cover all the Valley's football live and exclusive here on the Sports Boy.
Beautiful, stunning diamonds, gold, and precious stones. Canova Jewelry Connection has it all. If there's someone you'd like to express your love to, start at Canova Jewelry Connection. Opie Williams invites you to drop by and be dazzled. He'll give you the personal attention you want and the prices that simply cannot be beat. And remember, Canova Jewelry Connection offers ring cleaning and quality jewelry repair, too. So for the perfect way to express your love, come to Canova Jewelry Connection, next to Domino's Pizza in the Kmart Shopping Center, Conover.
So you're thinking about getting a home equity loan from us, huh, Tom?
Yeah, we need it for Nancy's college.
Hard to believe she's 18. Seems like only yesterday.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, you know how this loan works, don't you, Tom? It's like a line of credit. You can take out only what you need, and for now, just pay the interest, which is most likely tax deductible.
So how do I qualify?
Oh, you've got it, Tom. Just a matter of filling out the papers.
Great.
And give Nancy a big hug for me, will you?
Sure. Thanks a lot.
People's Bank. Our name says it all. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Here live, Dave in the Morning, along with Juju Phillips, Ed Wheeler, and Danny Hibbs. And, of course, we've also got Tom Neff, Frank Huffman, and Dennis Benville as we cover all the Valley's football tonight in the Catawba Valley.
Hickory got off on a good start. Tim Swanson hitting Menyel Flowers, a 49-yard touchdown pass. Hickory leading that game 6-0 over East Burke.
Second down now. Long count and maybe an offsides as the flag goes down. Really, this game has not had that many penalties. Ed Wheeler says it's only our second flag against the Newton-Conover Red Devils.
It is though...
Oh, both of them were offsides against Maiden. Okay.
And even though it has not had a lot of penalties, there have been really only 2 major mistakes, and they've both led to touchdowns, Danny. The Newton-Conover fumble, and then that mistake on 4th down led to another touchdown.
I tell you, Juju, last week it's just the opposite story. The Red Devils get an opportunity to capitalize on 2 early mistakes. This week they're hurt by 2.
Second down. And this time back to throw. Avery across the middle, incomplete. Intended there for Matt Hodge, but it will fall incomplete. Remember, if you just turned this on, not only is it a 20-0 ball game, but the Red Devils of Newton-Conover lost 2 quarterbacks, first and second string, in 2 plays back-to-back, and both those guys appear not to be returning tonight.
Taylor Spencer and Greg Hardy are still on the sideline. They have ice packs. Hardy has one on his knee. Spencer has one on his right ankle. And right now, Avery Stewart, who is the team's kicker, Dave, punter, kicker, and also played a little bit of running back last week, is now in a quarterback.
Third down.
So he is really a 60-minute man.
Boy, he really is. And he bounces up there with confidence, too, right out of that huddle. Seems like he steps to the challenge. He's being rushed and throws it to the right side, gets clobbered. But he got rid of the football in time to avoid the sack. Coming up that line, just a ton of guys. But the first guy to get to him was the big guy, Cedric Schufert. Boy, he plays hard both ways.
It's like his uniform's got the most sweat on it. His uniforms are darker blue than everybody else's, huh, Danny?
I would say that is the case. Cedric is a very hard worker. A lot of those players go both ways. Quarterback Rodney Hoffman was going both ways earlier, and I seen that Coach Brown took him out when he saw the quarterback start falling. So, Cedric Schufert plays both ways. It's really an unusual combination. Running back and then defensive line, that's a strange tandem.
All right, here we go.
And Hoffman returns kicks as well on the punt team.
Fourth down is coming. The Red Devils are going to have to get rid of it again and cause their defensive squad to be there. Don Patrick walking up and down the sidelines, clapping. Come on, guys. We are in this. Trying to get a little enthusiasm among his players. Fourth down.
I don't think we'll see any hat throws, Dave.
Not this time. With 3:49 on the clock in the first half.
Geez, Juju. This is a TV timeout. They have one of those, too, even though there's no TVs here.
And, oh, by the way,
that's a timeout for you to put on your glasses.
And our injury report, speaking of our quarterbacks tonight, a report on the guys brought to you by Shook Family Chiropractic. Dr. Edric Shook, of course, is a certified chiropractic sports physician. He's in downtown Newton at 121 West B Street, providing quality care for better health. Shook Family Chiropractic. There you go. The kick is going to come down at the 35, back up to the 40. Here come the Blue Devils, 45 across the 50. Finally going to be tripped up at the 46-yard line. As the Red Devils take it down, a 33-yard punt that was returned 20 yards by Mr. Hoffman, and it will be a 1st and 10 for the Maiden Blue Devils. Rodney Hoffman returns, and it will be Maiden's ball at the 41.
Hoffman, indeed, a shifty quarterback, Danny. He reminds me a lot of a Maiden quarterback a couple of years back, Matt Rummage.
Yeah, he's got very quick feet, Juju. Very similar to Rummage. I think the Hoffman's probably a little bit quicker than Rummage. Rummage probably had a little better arm.
All right, this time it's going to be Blue Devils right side, little running room. Guess who? How'd you guess, Cedric Schufert? Yeah, that's who it was. Carried the football on the far side in front of the Maiden bench. And as Juju indicated a moment ago, good crowd on hand. They're filling in slowly but surely. Thanks for tuning us in. A lot of folks are on their way into the game, so they've been listening. Appreciate that.
16 carries, 103 yards rushing for Cedric Schufert.
All right, we'll get some scores coming up in a moment here. Stay close. We're going to keep you informed. Bandy's and St. Stephen's report coming in a moment. All right, here comes the handoff. Left side, it's a first down run for Cedric Schufert again as he runs to the left side, grinds his way down to about the 34-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Jesse Smith, Cavario finger on the tackle that time, but Maiden's got the lead. Don't expect him to do much, Dave, but try to just grind it out and wear down the Red Devil defense, who has been on this field quite a bit here in the first half. They may have changed the formation, but they haven't changed the philosophy.
Back to throw. Now he wants to run with the ball, and he goes nowhere as Hoffman is going to be brought down about the line of scrimmage there. Rico Hewitt on the tackle for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover as they dig in with 2 minutes and 23 seconds showing on the clock.
Danny, the only difference with the Blue Devils is they don't have anybody blocking for Cedric Schufert.
Yeah, that's true. They don't really disguise it at all. They say, hey, he's back there. But one thing that their formation does do, it makes you spread out on defense a little more than they have been in the past.
Second down. Here comes the Blue Devils. Hoffman, no place to go. Red Devils defenses might have been out there a lot in this first half, but they're digging right in.
Rico Hewitt that time, I think, just fell on Rodney Hoffman, and he's limping a little bit as he goes over to that Maiden sideline.
Don Patrick still cheering on his squad along the sideline. Tough to come into a big rivalry in a game like this and suddenly look around and see both of your quarterbacks on the bench with I don't know if there's serious injuries, but certainly substantial tonight.
Ankle and knee injuries to both Gaylor Spencer and Hardy. Here comes the Blue Devils.
Pass is complete to the 20. He's down to the 10 and tackled at the 5-yard line as Hoffman goes to the air. And it's going to be Steve Lowe on the receiving end. He turned and headed to the end zone. Finally brought down from behind after about a 30-yard scamper as Finger and Anthony caught up with him at the 5-yard line and saved the touchdown for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. But the Blue Devils of Maiden now are threatening again. First and goal to go with 1:17 seconds left in the first half.
What a nice pass that time from Hoffman, going right across. Little seam pass right in between a couple of defenders for the Red Devils. It was on third down, clutch catch, first down, 5-yard line.
Hoffman is ready. And it's first and goal to go from the 5-yard line. Hand off to Cedric Schufert. 3-2 and in for the touchdown. Schufert on the carry, takes it in, and gets another 6 points. It's his third TD of the night with less than a minute to go in a 26-0 ball game. The Maiden Blue Devils on top.
A pretty pass as you're going to see on the previous play to Hoffman. That set it all up because it was third down, and that put him at the 5. And Schufert takes it in, third touchdown of the first half, and he's over 100 yards rushing. 8 touchdowns already this season for Cedric Schufert.
And don't forget, RPM Radio NASCAR Now comes up immediately following our live coverage of high school football in the Catawba Valley. The Blue Devils want to go for 2. Back to throw. Hoffman, he's being rushed, fires it into the end zone. It's going to be caught. It's good for 2. As Hoffman goes into the end zone, and the Blue Devils add 2 more points to the score with 55 seconds left here in the first half. It's now 28 for the Maiden Blue Devils, nothing for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. It's Bunker Hill leading Fred T. Ford. Hickory's on top of East Burke. And a report in a second from Bandy's and St. Stephen's. All happening right here on the Sports Voice.
You'll score big savings now with a new car from Armstrong Ford. Now at Armstrong Ford, all new 98s are priced to move, so get yours in time to attend all the games. Armstrong Ford scores points with beautiful new 98 cars, trucks, sport utility vehicles, and 4x4s, all priced to make this a winning season of savings. You'll appreciate the great team spirit at Armstrong Ford because everyone works together to make you the captain of the winning team. Terry Moore, general manager at Armstrong Ford, has the best team in the business, from their first-string sales department to the powerful backfield in the service department. Everyone works together to help you score with a new car or truck that's right for you. Plus, you'll get extra points with tremendous savings and service after the sale. So touchdown soon at Armstrong Ford, Highway 70 in Hickory, and join the winning team. Armstrong Ford, proud supporters of high school football in the Catawba Valley.
Back here, the Blue Devils kick it deep, and here come the Red Devils. A nice return. Cavario Finger all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a return for the Red Devils with 48 seconds short on the clock. And Frank Huffman woke up and he told us that Bandy's is on top in that ballgame. We're going there in just a second as the Trojans have got a couple of scores, and we'll go there for that in just a moment.
Sean Walls on the tackle that time. Best return of the night for the Red Devils. They tried to get something going in the final minute, 35-yard line. Big night for Cedric Schufert. 3 touchdowns in the first half. Newton-Conover will send a couple of receivers to the right and over 100 yards rushing.
First and 10. And here comes a timeout, Newton-Conover. Don Patrick wants a timeout, and he'll get it right here. So with timeout, let's switch it to Frank Huffman, and let's get an update on that St. Stephen's Bandy's ball game at St. on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
Thanks, guys. Here at St. Stephen's, it's Bandy's 12, St. Stephen's nothing at the end of the first quarter. Bandy's received the opening kickoff, and Chris Gibbs went 77 yards for the touchdown. He caught the ball on the left side of the field, moved his way over behind the blockers to the right side, followed the blockers up the sideline, broke loose about the 50, and sprinted home final half of the field for the 6-0 lead. Only 15 seconds into the ball game as the 2-point conversion run failed. 2 possessions later, Robbie Stewart capped a Trojans drive with a 19-yard left side burst through the hole to cap a 6-play, 70-yard drive. Took just over 2 minutes off the clock. Again, the 2-point conversion failed. This time, a Brian Moss pass was incomplete in the left corner of the end zone. St. Stephen's now has the ball on a 1st and 10 situation on our 46-yard line as we begin play in the second quarter. Once again, the score at St. Stephen's, Bandy's 12, St. Stephen's nothing. This is Frank Huffman live on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline. Now back to Dave and Juju.
Thanks, Frank, for that report. We'll go back to Frank in just a moment or two, keeping you up to date. Here's the pass across the middle. It's incomplete. Going to the air, the Red Devils' Avery Stewart throws to Scott Wilson, and it will be an incomplete pass. The clock stops with 44 seconds showing on it. Now, tomorrow morning, we'll get another update from Dennis Punch on Racing News coming up at 7:05.
What a big surprise today on the poll at New Hampshire. Huge surprise. Jeff Gordon.
I'm shocked. Did he make the poll today?
I think his 7th or 8th poll this season. He's the defending champion of that race.
Second down, no place to go. The Red Devils have to fall on the football there. Spencer fumbled it a little bit and just saved the day by putting his body between.
Football, I think, Dave.
And beg your pardon? Blue Devils.
Maiden has recovered.
You're right. They get up off the pile, and the Blue Devils have got the football, holding it up high as they untangle the bodies, and it will be Blue Devils ball 1st and 10. The ball is going to be at the 35-yard line. Second fumble tonight, both of those picked up by the Blue Devils. And the first one, of course, resulted in 6 points for Maiden.
Yeah, 2 turnovers really for Newton-Conover here in the first half. They led to touchdowns, and Maiden, as much as Newton-Conover's defense is tired, you got to believe the offense is a little tired. They've run a lot of plays in this first half.
All right, here's a flag, and the play will stop now at 39 seconds showing on the clock.
Danny, the Newton-Conover defense looks like it is really tired.
I'm tired for them, Juju. They have been on the field a very long time in this first half, and some of the bad thing about it is some of those players are going both ways, so they've been out there the entire time. So the Red Devils are desperately needing that 39 seconds to get off this clock.
Procedure was a delay of game penalty.
Hey, Danny, how's that new house coming?
I'm glad my wife's not in town, Dave. I promised I wouldn't talk about that new house on the radio.
Oh, did you really?
Around, we should be in for Turkey Day.
I wasn't supposed to mention
we'll
it on
have you
there?
down, Turkey.
All right. Wait a minute. The way you said that didn't sound exactly right.
I said we'll have you down for Turkey.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay, 1st and 15. They marked off 5 against the Blue Devils now. 39 seconds short on the clock. Back to throw, and now the handoff, and up the middle with no place to run go the Blue Devils. Hopper looked like he wanted to throw. Ryan Colbert came by and said, give me that ball, and so he did. And then Ryan realized right away he wished he hadn't asked for it because he got knocked down immediately, and it's going to be a 2nd down and long now at about the 43-yard line.
Danny, tell Dave, what is that called?
That's called the Notre Dame box screen.
Or a shuffle pass.
Well, that's for you people from Pittsburgh or from Pennsylvania, Juju, but actually it's the Notre Dame box screen.
Thank you. I want to go with Danny. That's going to be the last play as we end up the first half here tonight, and a 28-0 ball game. As the Blue Devils and the Red Devils are battling it out, Maiden is on top of this ball game. Danny's going to see if he can catch Coach Tom Brown, I think, on the far side there as he removes that microphone, and we'll get to Tom's thoughts. Of course, he's got to feel good going into this ball game at 28-0.
Whether your project requires new doors, windows, underpinning, a new oil furnace, or a new high-efficiency heat pump by All Seasons, call on Douglas Mobile Home Parts. They're a Duke Power authorized Energy Net dealer with 100% financing available. Douglas Mobile Home Parts, located just off Highway 70 behind Moore's Lumber and Steve White Motors. They stock all the manufactured home parts you're looking for. There's no way to keep cold weather from coming, but you can keep it outside where it belongs with the help of Douglas Mobile Home Parts. Douglas Mobile Home Parts, where they say, we sell the best for less. Stop by and see for yourself. Visit with the folks at Douglas Mobile Home Parts.
All right, on the scoreboard, you just heard the Bandy's on top 20-0 over St. Stephen's. Robbie Stewart a touchdown. Chris Gibbs returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And you heard Chris Douglas from Frank, a 77-yard sprint, 20-0 Trojan. Best game of the night so far. Bunker Hill Fred T4 tied at 14. Hickory on top of East Burke at last report 6-0. We'll get another update from Dennis Benfield in a moment. Tornadoes scored on a 49-yard touchdown pass from Tim Swanson to Menyal Flowers. Other scores scores we have. South Caldwell and Highbright, no score, second quarter. Second quarter, West Caldwell 15, Watauga nothing. Mooresville, Davie County, no score. And Kannapolis, A.L. Brown on top of Statesville, 14 to nothing. Here it's all Maiden, 28 to nothing at halftime. Cedric Shuford with 3 first half touchdowns and a lot of yards rushing. We're going to check with Ed Wheeler, and our scoreboard brought to you by Douglas Mobile Homes, Parts and Service. We'll have updates throughout the rest, and we'll have another report in a moment. But Ed, the main report of this football game stat-wise has to be Maiden's rushing attack.
114 yards and 26 carries. They have 8 first downs. They thrown the ball well, too. 3 for 5 for 42 yards. Their total offense is 156 yards. This compares with Newton-Conover's total offensive output of 22 yards, 19 on the ground, and 3 in the air. Punting the ball, Maiden has punted once for 43 yards. Newton-Conover twice for 35.5 yards. Maiden has not fumbled in the game thus far. Newton-Conover has fumbled 3 times. They've lost 2. Newton-Conover has no penalties. Maiden has 3 procedure penalties for a total of 15 yards. Third down conversions, Maiden 3 for 7. Newton-Conover 1 for 5. Maiden went for first down on fourth down once, and they were successful. There have been 3 turnovers tonight, all by Newton-Conover, the 2 fumbles and then a bad snap on the punt. And 2 of those turnovers, the fumble and the high snap, resulted in 14 points, 2 touchdowns off turnovers. Time of possession favors Maiden 13 minutes, 43 seconds, and the Red Devils 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Cedric Shuford, 18 carries, 114 yards. He has 3 touchdowns. Randy Huffman, quarterback, has 1 touchdown, and he has 12 yards in 7 carries. Ledoux Wilson has been contained by the Blue Devil offense, only has 12 yards in 5 attempts. Allen Gibson has 2 carries for 4 yards. Taylor Spencer had 2 carries, 1 yard before the injury. Avery Stewart has carried the ball 4 times for a total of 2 yards. Ricky Reaver, 2 carries for 4. In the air, the Blue Devils, again, very effective. Randy Huffman, 3 for 5, 42 yards, 3 different receivers catching the ball. Casey Byrne, 10 yards. Aaron Rembert, 2 yards. Steve Show, 30 yards. And throwing the ball for Newton-Conover, Taylor Spencer was 1 for 2 with a 6-yard completion to Canario Finger before his injury. Avery Stewart is 1 for 5. He has also thrown a pass to Finger for his completion.
And here we go with the second half, and here's a Hall as a kick off the second half. Finger is going to make a nice return. As he returns, Ryan Colter's kickoff of the second half here tonight and puts the football all the way back up to about the 39-yard line. So it'll be the second half kick is brought to you by the Flowers Company.
Dave, we have to go into really check. We have Newton-Conover now with their 4th different quarterback tonight, Michael Anthony. Now is that the signal caller for the Red Devils, number 19. He's got a good number, so we expect to see him do well in the second half.
What do you mean? Did you wear number 19?
Yes, I did.
Wide to the right side. And it's a little bit of running room for the Red Devils on the play as Ledoux Wilson, who of course is the strong guy in the backfield for the Red Devils, goes to the right side. It's about 5 or 6 yards on the play. Don't forget the RPM Radio NASCAR Now program. You take all my notes and wad them up.
I didn't wad them up.
Jeez, I'm disappointed. You know, all this stuff, you know, normally Juju says, and now here he is, the voice, and my partner, and all that stuff. You know, we missed all that tonight.
19, was that for Lance Allworth?
Johnny United.
Here we go. The handoff, no place to run from the right side. And we've got a report from Dennis Benfield coming in here in just a second as Dennis is standing by. No place there. And, yeah, let's just cover up half of the numbers here because half of them are gone.
You're right. That's all you need to do right there.
Michael Anthony, the quarterback, will get the 3rd down play now.
No, yeah, you're right, Ed. Lance Allworth was my favorite receiver. He and Fred Bolitnikoff. But I wore number 19.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 3rd down. Michael Anthony, the quarterback for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. They lost their 1st and 2nd string quarterbacks. He wants to throw, gets clobbered, gets it complete, though, at the 50. He's got the 1st down, and it's going to be a 1st down and then a few for the Red Devils. Cavario Finger on the receiving end of the pass from Anthony. Finally going to be stopped by Ryan Colter, but it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. They've got the ball in Maiden territory at the 45, and we've got Dennis Benfield at Hickory High. Let's switch you live there and take you to Dennis on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
This is Dennis Benfield at Frank Barger Stadium at Hickory High School, where the Red Tornadoes and East Burke have gotten into a firefight here in the last couple of minutes of the first half. With Hickory leading 6-0 with 3:22 left in the second quarter, East Burke's Clint Buff breaks loose on a 16-yard run to cap a 52-yard drive, and John Lafferty's kick put East Burke ahead 7-6. Then Kerwin Graham, with just 51 seconds remaining on the clock, Kerwin Graham, the fullback, ran 5 yards up the middle. The two-point conversion pass was no good, and the Red Tornadoes led 12-7. And then, in one of the most bizarre plays in some time, the Red Tornadoes lined up for a 27-yard field goal with 2.7 seconds on the clock in the first half. Billy Nash's kick was blocked by East Burke in the middle of the line. Bo Armfield picked it up for the Cavaliers, and while the Hickory players stood around talking to each other about what a nice kick it almost was, the Armfield ran the ball 82 yards for a touchdown, and that's where we stand now, 14-12, and the difference in the ball game is 2 extra point kicks by John Lafferty, who's one of the top kickers in the state of North Carolina. That's where we stand right now at Hickory High School. East Burke leads the Red Tornadoes 14-12. This is Dennis Benfield for the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
All right, thank you, Dennis. Bunch of players are getting instructions from you, Juju, standing around, I guess. Sometimes you don't know. You don't think about what's going to happen. And Cavaliers sounds like they took advantage of that in that ball game. Thanks, Dennis. Good job. We'll take it back to Hickory High coming up in just a moment.
Danny, you know plenty of that kind of stuff, standing around, right?
Yeah, that's me, Mr. Stand Around, Juju. Have to stand in, I think.
Third down here while we were away. The Red Devils trying to get it into Blue Devil territory.
At half.
And they've got it at the 41. Thank you, Juju. 8:37 showing on the clock. We're going to send him somewhere else next week, Daddy. I don't have to put up with this. Here comes the pass across the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Blue Devils back up to the 30-yard line. To the 35 as a whole, to the 40, and knocked down at the 41-yard line. Ronnie Hoffman picks off the pass. It actually went to the Red Devils as Anthony threw it, got deflected away, went off Matt Hodges' hands, kind of lobbed around there. Hoffman says, I'll take it, and caught it and ran back with it. The Blue Devils have got the football. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Nice athletic play by Hoffman that time, Danny. Very alert interception.
Very alert. We talked about both quarterbacks playing several positions there. Once again, you've seen the Maiden quarterback, Rodney Hoffman, playing at the cornerback position. The Blue Devils coming out with a new quarterback to start the second half.
All right.
Pitch to Schubert around the left side.
I think this will be our 5th quarterback that we've seen of the night, Dave.
Wow.
And number 44.
Second down's going to be coming now.
Grant Rembert, Dave.
Red Devil.
It checks in a quarterback, the sophomore. I understand.
One thing Ed Wheeler is great on numbers.
Ed, you work in an office, don't you, quite a bit? You work with numbers. Have to.
All right, here we go. Rembert on the quarterback, hands it to Schubert. Cedric gets not much running room. Still a long way to go with third down coming now. 7 minutes, 55 seconds on the clock. It's 28-0. Maiden is leading Newton-Conover tonight.
And also Fred G. Ford and Bunker Hill, best game of the night, tied at 14 apiece. Bandy's over St. Stephen's, 20-0. Trojans returned the opening kickoff for touchdown, and Chris Douglas had a 77-yard run in that game.
Back goes the Blue Devils, and the run goes to the left side, scampering to the left side. Rembert on the carry. Grant could not find much running room left side, and it'll bring up the fourth down and long now for the Maiden Blue Devils. They're going to be at their own 41-yard line.
Danny, halfway through the third quarter of our first game together, Dave finally said scampered. I don't think you could say scamper too much with Mr. Schubert running the ball.
Scampered, no. That's not the one.
All right, fourth down is going to be coming tomorrow morning. Don't forget when you come to the Golden Corral between 7 and 11, just tell them when you go through the line, hey, I know that the team of the week is Bunker Hill, and the coach is Randy Fawcett, and you'll get a buy one, get one free breakfast. That's a great deal. Here's the fumble. It's picked up, though, as Coulter kicks the ball for the Blue Devils, and it was going to be returned by Finger, but he dropped the ball and finally just had to salvage it at about the 28-yard line.
Not one, but near two disasters that time. As Maiden dropped the snap, Dave, and Newton-Conover almost blocked it. Coulter got it away, then finger bobbled it. He fell on it too, and there's a timeout on the field. 28-yard line. Red Devils take over on offense.
6 minutes and 49 seconds showing on the clock as we have the score here. Maiden 28, Newton-Conover nothing. We're in the third quarter. East Burke is leading Hickory 14-12. Bandy's is beating St. Stephen's 20-0. And it's all even Fred T. Ford and Bunker Hill. As we cover all the Valley football, live and exclusive here on the Sports Boy.
For friendly, efficient pharmaceutical service, stop by Medical Center Pharmacy. They carry the Catawba Valley's most complete selection of durable medical equipment, including wheelchairs, crutches, and walkers. And they'll help you fill out all your insurance forms at Medical Center Pharmacy, North Center Street, downtown Hickory.
For all your real estate needs, including sales, appraisals, and auctions, call North Carolina Realty and Appraisals, owner-broker Bobby Dill, or one of the fine agents, all of whom support the athletes of all the Catawba Valley high schools. That's North Carolina Realty and Appraisal. For more information, call 466-2575.
Granite Machinery and Equipment. Hardworking people selling and servicing hardworking tractors and equipment for your farm. Granite Machinery and Equipment, 1 mile north of downtown Granite Falls on Old 321A.
I got one. The direction to your outdoor sporting needs is Hefner Hunting and Fishing Supply Incorporated on Highway 10 across from Newton Farm and Garden. Call 465-1778.
Back here at Newton-Conover's Gurley Stadium at Hickory High, at St. Stephen's, and at Fred T. Ford, plus scores coming in all around the area tonight as we get those for you in just a moment. 6 minutes, 17 seconds on the clock in the third quarter of play here at Newton-Conover. Red Devils are up to the line.
With their fourth quarterback in the ball game tonight.
Not because nobody works, but because of injuries. Here's a fumble. The ball is loose, and I believe the Blue Devils have recovered the football. Maiden will get the ball, and that is going to be the fourth time tonight.
Ryan Coulter recovered the fumble that time, and I know high school football teams don't do it that much, but there have been several high school coaches, Dave, when you got different quarterbacks coming in, sometimes if the center's good enough, you almost don't want to go in a shotgun. Not necessarily the full shotgun, but he could just hike it back a little bit. That might be safer than actually hiking it up and risking the chance of a fumble at the line of scrimmage.
5 fumbles for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover. They lost 3 of those. This one they lost, and the Blue Devils have got the football. Here's the hole. The big guy goes heads down into the line across the 30. Cedric Shuford down to about the 28-yard line with that football.
And Danny, you could probably figure out on maybe your one hand how many different plays the Blue Devils are going to run this half.
Let's see, Juju. I think the only option would be, well, it's going to be to the left side or the right side. It's going to be ISO left and ISO right the entire quarter. I think that we'll definitely not see Rembert put the ball in the air very much.
All right, you two coaches. I hope they pass on this play. Here we go. Back to throw. See? Watch this. I love it. He's caught the football at the 15, to the 10, to the 5 for the touchdown. And to the air goes Rembert and tosses it in there for the touchdown. On the receiving end was Ryan Coulter. Nice catch. Nobody was home over there because everybody thought, like our experts here did, Juju and Danny, that they were going to run it all night. And it's a touchdown for the Maiden Blue Devils, and it's 34-0 as Possum Dave calls it again.
Great call. They brought the linebackers, put a bunch of guys on the line of scrimmage, and boy, what a nice pass. I mean, Rembert just laid it perfectly in there to Coulter, and he took it in for the score.
And here comes the two-point conversion up the middle, but it's not going to happen. Knocked down about the 4-yard line. So the score will remain with 5 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock in this third quarter of play. It's 34 for the Maiden Blue Devils, nothing for the Newton-Conover Red Devils. Hickory and East Burke. East Burke 14, Hickory 12. 20-0. Bandy's is winning over St. Stephen's at 14-14. Bunker Hill, Fred T. Ford. As we cover all the Valley football live and exclusive here on the Sports Boy.
What would love be like without the opportunity to give a nice gift every now and then? Canova Jewelry Connection is just the place to look. Opie Williams has hundreds of ideas that will express your love perfectly. Come compare quality and price, not to mention selection. It's a relaxed, courteous place to shop. Whether it's a diamond ring, earrings, pendant, or maybe an attractive, long-lasting citizen watch for men and women, Canova Jewelry Connection has it. Next to Domino's Pizza in the Kmart Shopping Center, Conover. Canova Jewelry Connection.
All right, huddle up. Okay, here's the play. We're all going to march right over to our cars and head to Krispy Kreme Donuts, and no one can stop us. Then we'll go inside to enjoy their 18 mouth-watering donuts, including the hot glaze made right before our eyes. Okay, let's go. Ready.
Football fans, remember that our Hot Light will be on every Friday night after the game. You can't get them any fresher than when the Hot Light is on. Krispy Kreme, a sweet place for the family to be, on Highway 70 in Hickory, next to Blockbuster Video.
And in Conover on Rock Barn Road at the Wilco Truck Stop.
We're back, Dave in the Morning, along with Juju, Coach Phillips, and Danny, Coach Hibbs, and we got Ed Wheeler with all the stats tonight. Plus, we got Dennis Benfield, Frank Huffman, and Tom Neff. Let's catch a couple of scores real quick like here, Juju.
All right, Dave. Shelby and Freedom, 17-7. Golden Lions on top of that one. That game being played down in Morganton. It's East Burke 14, Hickory 12, and Fred T. Ford Bunker Hill still tied at 14 all.
Down in Morganton. Gosh, no wonder you can't find your way around. Here's a sack. The Blue Devils come through the line. Michael Anthony in there in the quarterback slot, and he hands it off to Ledoux Wilson, and just as the ball goes to Wilson, he goes down because of Cedric Shuford. Number 42, tackling number 42. A meshing of the numbers there, Juju. Second down at about 13. Tomorrow morning, breakfast for the coaches will be on the air at 7:30, and we'll be looking for you to stop by, have a little fun anytime between 7 and 11 o'clock. Tell them it's Bunker Hill and Randy Fawcett, and you'll get a buy one, get one free breakfast. That makes it about $2.60 or something like that. Incredibly low. Here's the pass to the corner. It's going to be caught now. It's not. Actually, he had it in his hands, and he dropped it. 6:30 and 12:30 a.m. on the dial. A couple of places to find us, plus Charter Communications, Cable Channel 10. And St. Stephen's is where it's happening, and Frank Huffman is there. Let's switch you live now to Frank as we get the report and update on the Bandy St. Ball game. And it's happening on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
Thanks, guys. Here at St. Stephen's, it's Bandy's 28. St. Stephen's, nothing. It's the Chris Douglas show so far tonight as the senior sprinter turned on his speed halfway through the second quarter for a big 77-yard touchdown that gives him 143 yards rushing tonight on only 9 carries. The only thing faster than Douglas in Catawba County is Dave in the company van. Bannies has piled up 253 yards of total offense, 219 on the ground, 34 through the air, which just happened right before the half ended, setting up a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line, but time ran out as Brian Moss' pass expired near the goal line, giving Bannies a 28-0 lead. Bannies' defense, tough as just like it was last year, has given up -5 yards rushing on the ground, 10 yards through the air for a total of 5 yards of total offense for the Indians' new wishbone attack under first-year head coach Frank Schneider. St. Stephen's defense not playing that badly, just the speed of Bannies is something you can't coach, and the sprinter speed turned it on in the second quarter, as also the sprinter Clint Smith, the junior, scored on an 11-yard touchdown run with 2:47 left in the period to give Bannies the 4-touchdown margin. Recapping the score, Chris Gibbs returned the opening kickoff 77 yards. It took 15 seconds off the clock for the touchdown. Bannies scored 12-0 with 3:49 left in the first as Robbie Stewart scored from 19 yards out. Douglas then added his burst only a few minutes later for 77 yards, and then Smith from the 11-yard line with 2:47 left in the half. Once again, the score at halftime, Bandies 28, St. Stephen's nothing. Live from St. Stephen's High School, this is Frank Huffman on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline. Now back to Dave and Juju.
All right, thanks, Frank. Good job. A lot of scoring there in a 28-0 ball game, a 34-0 ball game here, and a lot of scoring too. The Maiden Blue Devils on top of the Newton-Conover Red Devils. I'll let you bring us back up to speed while we were away with Frank, Juju.
One of the prettiest plays we've seen tonight is quarterback Michael Anthony hit Matt Hodge with a 48-yard pass and came right down the middle. Hodge made a nice catch right over his shoulder, Dave, and a big play that time. Newton-Conover, they're inside the 20 trying to get on the board for the first time. At the ball at the 13.
Michael Anthony, the quarterback now, and here's the handoff straight up the middle. It's going to be LeDoux Wilson, and he's back down by that Blue Devil line. Not much yardage was needed. It's going to be about a 3rd and 1 now, as the ball is going to be placed down at about the 11-yard line.
What did Vandy's last year, Danny, opened the season with like 4 or 5 shutouts?
I think it might have been even 6 there, Juju. I'm not exactly sure on that number, but it was very strong. It was well into the season before anyone actually scored a touchdown on them.
They gave up 98 points all year in 15 football games. They had a shutout last week. They're on their way to perhaps another shutout tonight and scoring a lot of points and doing it. And boy, the Trojans, Dave, have picked it up exactly where they left it off last year.
Don't forget RPM Radio NASCAR now, as well as continued scores throughout the night. That's all going to be coming up after the game tonight here on the Sports Voice. And if you just turned us on, bad luck for the Red Devils of Newton-Conover early on in this ball game, losing both their first and second string quarterbacks back-to-back. This time, back up the middle, handoff again as the Red Devils go from Anthony to LeDoux Wilson. And Wilson will take it across inside to about the 6-yard line, I believe it is down there.
Newton-Conover going back to the old Don Patrick I formation now, and Wilson taking it strong up the middle down to the 5-yard line. Speaking of running backs, Chris Douglas, you heard it from Bandy's with a nice long run tonight, 77 yards. Douglas been reported he's being recruited by Notre Dame. NC State also very interested in signing Chris Douglas, the Bandy star.
Second down, and here come the Red Devils. The pitch back again to LeDoux Wilson, and the Blue Devils are all over him. No place to go. He's going to be down at about the 14-yard line. Coming up through the line is going to be Shannon Wingate. He was one of the first blue jerseys in there on top of LeDoux Wilson. A loss on the play. It's going to be 3rd down now, and about 8 yards or 7 yards to go for Newton-Conover. They're inside the Maiden 10 at the 9-yard line.
Well, if the sophomore had not been hit hard enough in his varsity career, Danny, he just did that last play.
Sounded like a pretty good recussion from here, Juju. Big hit, big hit.
3rd down. Anthony back in that quarterback slot. He wants to throw the football. Looks, fires it into the end zone. It's going to be overthrown. Overthrown. Michael Anthony shooting to the end zone. His man was in the clear, but the pass was a little overthrown, and it will be an incomplete one.
We see it at every level, high school, college, pros. Quarterbacks rolling to the left, throwing across their body. I don't know why they do it that way. Maybe they try to trick the defense, but that's a tough throw. To throw it across your body, Dave, in the end zone when you haven't thrown it that much tonight. And that time, Michael just overshot his receiver. Red Devils have to go for it on 4th down. They have the ball 4th, and they can get a 1st down, Dave. They get down inside the 1-yard line, and right now they're stuck at the 8-yard line, and Don Patrick sent the play in. Let's see what happens.
I'm betting at the pass, Dave.
I wanted to go again, do you, Coach Danny?
Just go with another rollout again.
All right, here comes the 4th down. This time there is going to be a pass to the corner, and nobody was home as they pass it to the left side.
Savario Finger with the quick slant in. The ball is just too high and overthrown that time, and Maiden's defense holds.
So the Blue Devils will take over here, 1st and 10, with 5:19 on the clock in the 3rd quarter of play. 34-0 the score. So that clock's been ticking down.
Is that 51.9 seconds?
Maybe that's what it is. Is that what it is? That's got to be what it is, because I kept thinking, gosh, Dave, a minute ago, and a few minutes left.
Only a 15-second drive.
Yeah, that's right. All right, 51, less than a minute to go. What the heck? And here is a timeout, Newton-Conover. Their timeout is called by the Red Devils with 51 seconds left. I'm not sure that...
Water break timeout, maybe.
All right, let's take a drink, and we'll be back. That doesn't sound quite right, does it?
No.
51 seconds left, 3rd quarter of play. 34-0. Maiden leads Newton-Conover. All tied, Frenchie Ford, Bunker Hill. Bandy's is winning over St. Stephen's 28-0. Eastburg got ahead of Hickory 14-12 as we cover all the Valley football live, exclusive here on the Sports Voice.
If you just complete this application, I'll forward it to our main office for approval or denial, as the case may be.
Well, can't you just approve it here locally?
Oh, no, sir. Approval is up to the powers that be. And they're all in Charlotte or Winston, someplace.
But they don't know anything about me.
What's to know, sir, aside from your credit history?
Well, it would be nice if they knew me as a person, not a number.
Oh, that. Then you ought to go to People's Bank. They care.
And your bank doesn't?
Not really, but we're big enough to admit it.
People's Bank. Our name says it all. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
When paving's on your mind, call Midstate.
At Midstate Contractors, they have a little phrase that sums up their philosophy. No job too large or too small. Since 1944, Midstate Contractors has been growing steadily, and today they can tackle any assignment, from subdivisions and parking lots to driveways and tennis courts. Call for a free estimate and get their guarantee of satisfaction. Only at Midstate Contractors, located on Highway 7 East, Hickory.
Midstate is our name. Paving is our game.
Back to action, and with seconds remaining in the third quarter of play, the Blue Devils have got the football up across the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you're right. Got to give Mo Fox some credit, the outstanding PA announcer for Newton-Conover High School, Dave.
Credit for what?
He read all those scores off Ed Wheeler's score sheet perfectly. And you said you had problems.
I don't have problems.
It's legible to me.
Well, it's because it's out here printed, Juju. It's already been run.
No, the scores. You can see the scores.
Well, I don't have any trouble with these numbers. It's just printing that you can't read, you know?
Give yourself an A, Ed, and a star.
First and 10. Wide to the left side. And the Blue Devils will get just a little bit of running room there.
Well, it's time to take a break for the third quarter, Dave, and get another drink.
Yeah.
A big gulp.
Second down. Ball at the 24.
Yeah, Schufer's had a great night. 139 yards, 22 carries, and 3 touchdowns.
And he's done all that in 3 quarters because that's what we've got. 3 quarters of play, come and gone. Maiden 34, Newton-Conover nothing. It's 14-14, Bunker Hill, Fred G. Ford. Bandy's 28, St. Stephen's nothing. And it's East Burke leading Hickory 14-12 as we cover all the Valley football live and exclusive here on the Sports Voice.
You'll score big savings now with a new car from Armstrong Ford. Now at Armstrong Ford, all new 98s are priced to move, so get yours in time to attend all the games. Armstrong Ford scores points with beautiful new 98 cars, trucks, sport utility vehicles, and 4x4s, all priced to make this a winning season of savings. You'll appreciate the great team spirit at Armstrong Ford because everyone works together to make you the captain of the winning team. Terry Moore, general manager at Armstrong Ford, has the best team in the business, from their first-string sales department to the powerful backfield in the service department. Everyone works together to help you score with a new car or truck that's right for you. Plus, you'll get extra points with tremendous savings and service after the sale. So touchdown soon at Armstrong Ford, Highway 70 in Hickory, and join the winning team. Armstrong Ford, proud supporters of high school football in the Catawba Valley.
Turn the ring on. I can hear myself. 34-0 here. As we get back to action, we're going back to Tom Neff at Fred T. Ford. He's standing by. Some more scoring going on there.
East Burke on top of Hickory, 14-12, and getting the lead on that game on a 82-yard return of a touchdown following a block kick. Block field goal attempt. Cavaliers took it in for the score to lead at the half, 14-12, the last report. As they were standing around watching the cheerleaders,
of course,
as Dennis Benfield said.
All right, here we go. Here comes the run to the right side. No place to go, and Rodney Hoffman is going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they drive him back. Yeah, looks like third down's coming now, and about 5 to go. 3rd and 5. Let's get, oh, that'd be, Ed Wheeler would never forgive me if I switched on a 3rd down conversion here. Would you, Ed? We're 3 for 8 in 3rd down conversions for the Maiden Blue Devils tonight. Third down. 4th quarter. And here come the Blue Devils to the right side. There's the first down run. Cedric Shuford goes up the middle to the right and gets the first down yardage necessary, and the Blue Devils put another first down. And it is First and 10 on the 35-yard line. Let's take you to Fred T. Ford, where Tom Neff is standing by, and he's reporting in on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
This is Tom Neff at Fred T. Ford High School on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline. So at the end of the third quarter here at Fred T. Ford with a score of 4-20, Bunker Hill 14. Fred T. Ford has moved back out on top of this seesaw affair on the strength of B.J. Walton's legs. Walton returned his opening second-half kickoff to midfield, and later burrowed his way into pay dirt from 4 yards out. Tigers missed PAT and then have a 20-14 lead as we head into the fourth quarter. During the touchdown drive, first-year quarterback Randall Boss completed 2 of 2 passes for 33 yards during the drive. Again, our score heading into the fourth quarter for the Fred T. Ford 20, Bunker Hill 14. Time now for Coca-Cola Football Hotline. Now back to Dave and Juju at Newton-Conover.
Tigers 20-14 of the Bears of Bunker Hill, and while we were away, the Red Devils got on the scoreboard. Juju.
Davey played offense in the first half here. Avery Stewart picks up a fumble, goes 37 yards, practically untouched, into the land of milk and honey, and the Red Devils on the scoreboard now at 34-6 with 10:45 to go in the fourth quarter.
So here comes the point-after attempt now by the Red Devils after their touchdown.
Stewart will kick it.
And he's a little bit of everything, but it's not going to go through the uprights for him. And the score will be 34 for the Blue Devils and 6 for the Red Devils here at Gurley Stadium. Ford leads Bunker Hill. Bandy's lead St. Stephen's. East Burke leads Hickory. And we've got you covered all across the Catawba Valley. Live and exclusive here on the Sports Boys.
Twin City Insurance is pleased to be associated with the Erie Insurance Group, a pioneer in the insurance world with superior service and competitive rates. And that's the way Twin City Insurance has done business for over 52 years. They provided life and homeowners insurance and have insured cars for 3 generations in the Catawba Valley. Stop by and see Lisa Williams and her professional staff for a free quote at Twin City Insurance, 29 College Avenue in downtown Newton. They are there when you need them.
Everett Chevrolet, Highway 70 Hickory is having their big clearance sale on all 1998 Chevrolet cars, trucks, and vans. Buy that Monte Carlo, Lumina, Cavalier, Prism, or any other Chevy of your choice and save. Also on sale, S10 Tracker, Astro, and G-Van conversion models. If you've ever wanted a new Chevy car, truck, or van, don't pass up this big sale, because after they're gone, there won't be any more. That's Everett Chevrolet, Highway 70 Hickory, with over 30 years service to our area. The best place to trade in the Carolinas.
We're back. The Blue Devils are receiving. The Red Devils kick it off after their touchdown. And the ball is going to go to the 15-yard line. Hoffman returns at 20-25. Finally going to be knocked down at about the 26-yard line. Hoffman returns, and the Blue Devils will have the ball with 10 minutes and 37 seconds left in this ball game here at WNNC, Newton-Conover, Maiden, Claremont, Catawba, and WIRC, Hickory, Lenore, Morganton, Taylorsville, Statesville, and Charter Communications Cable Channel 10. Remember, if you don't find the receptions to your liking, then switch around. 6:30 a.m. might be the best spot. 12:30 a.m. might be the best spot. Our towers are located at various locations in the Hickory Metro and transmitters, not to mention cable TV Channel 10, and soon to be on Channel 63 in the Maiden and Eastern Catawba County area. I remind folks of that. Danny was telling us a lot of people down there wanted to make sure they could get the ball games, and we'll have back on hopefully by next Friday.
Second and 10.
Last series where Tom Brown yelling in some instructions to his offense with that great pickup, Danny, over there. And Maiden has gone back to Hoffman at quarterback here in the fourth quarter. He's out now, back in as Rembert. So Tom Brown going to some of his backups now on offense.
10 minutes left. Here's a hole across the 30, 35, first down run to the 40-yard line. As the Blue Devils take it up to the 40-yard line. Big run.
Yeah, Jeff Lohman checks in now, and he breaks off a nice run up the middle.
And Gibson on the stop.
All right. So it'll be first and 10 as Lohman gets the first down carry. The ball is going to be at the 40-yard line. More Blue Devils will be on the radio, WIRC, 6:30 a.m. this year. We're following the Duke Blue Devils this year.
One guy expecting to get some playing time for Duke is Hickory High product Michael Alberto.
And no place to run this time. It'll be second down. And on WNNC 12:30 a.m., we'll have the Appalachian Mountaineers as Mike Waddell will bring us all the action of the Mountaineers again this season on WNNC.
College football kicks off this weekend with some of those kickoff classics, and then next Thursday, NC State takes on Ohio University, led by Hickory High product, former Hickory running back Jamel Patterson.
Here comes a big sack way back as the Blue Devils go back, and coming to the line is Alvin Gibson from Newton-Conover on the tackle.
Aaron Rembert checks in at quarterback. And he is sacked that time, and that'll bring up third down and long for the Maiden Blue Devils. Maiden led at halftime 28-0. Shuford with 152 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in that first half to lead the Blue Devil running attack.
Third down and no place again for the Blue Devils as Newton-Conover's line defensively comes up there.
Bandy's on top of St. Stephen's 28-0. Some big plays tonight throughout high school football. Bandy's with the opening kickoff return by former Newton-Conover running back Chris Gibbs. Also, Chris Douglas getting a 77-yard run. We heard an 82-yard touchdown on a blocked field goal go for a touchdown by East Burke, and some other big plays as well. Danny, I would guess Maiden just pretty much content to run out the clock here and kick it back to Newton-Conover.
Juju, I'm going to let you hold that one because last time I commented it just didn't work.
They may fake it here, right?
There it is. The flag is down to the play, though. The kick comes down, and it's going to be the Red Devils returning it. Back up the left sideline, across the 50 to the 45. Finger on the return. Gets the ball to the 45-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 for Newton-Conover, but we'll have to go back and see what that flag is all about there.
That was an offside or a procedure call against Maiden. Newton-Conover will definitely decline it, Dave. They'll get the ball across midfield and pretty good field position.
Danny, tell everybody who number 42 standing alongside of you is. He's got that kind of hip stance there as he stands alongside you there.
Yeah, that's my nephew, Dave. That's the fullback of the future. I asked him when he had number 42. He said that he had good connection with the Maiden Recreation Department, and both starting running backs tonight wore it, so had to be a good number. So he's got his games will be coming up in a couple months, so it's about a month away. So they're excited.
Danny, do you remember one of the first guys to wear number 42 for Maiden?
It would probably be Mackie Reinhardt, Juju.
Was there a guy named Jamie Pope played for Maiden?
Yes, there was a guy named Jamie Pope. He went to Clemson, later played in the Canadian Football League. I'm not sure that he was number 42, Juju. You think he was?
He was number 42 in college because he went to Clemson, left Clemson, went to Gardner-Webb. He was a load to tackle.
He was a load to tackle now. He's now actually the best game warden in the state of North Carolina. He's down the East Coast. He received that award, I think, a couple years ago, but he's a heck of a game warden, played in the Canadian Football League for quite a while.
I just remember that number, Dave, because I remember seeing a 42 imprinted on my helmet, and I had to tackle him one time while playing against Gardner-Webb.
Juju, you didn't tackle anybody?
I stopped, slowed him down until everybody else came along.
And he ran over you and then left the number 42 on that.
Made an imprint.
Yeah. Second down. And this time, up the middle, here come the Red Devils as it's going to be Anthony on the handoff. Gives it to Alvin Gibson.
Another great Maiden fullback. Did he wear 42? Bruce Eichert?
No, Bruce was number 44. He's a Lenore Ryan graduate as well. Bruce, I know, was 44, but a kickback story on Jamie Pope. I graduated with his half-brother, and Jamie used to be our worst nightmare. When we were growing up, we would come off from school, get off the bus, go to the closet, lock the door because Jamie was so big, he would just pound us. We thought he was the biggest bully around, you.
All right. Danny, if you'll turn around, it'll help us a little bit. You're picking up all the PA there. We like you better than that Mo guy. Third down. And here we go. This time it's going to be Wilson on the carry for Newton-Conover. And it will be not enough for the first down. So it'll be, a fourth coming now.
Seems like every great Maiden running back has had a 4 in his number. Antoine Eichert was 34, and you almost got to have a 40 to play fullback, 40-something. And those are the numbers to wear, and Danny's nephew's wearing the right number.
2014, if you just turned this on, Fred T. Ford is leading Bunker Hill.
Back and forth game all night long. Ford 20-14. The Bears on the road trying to win, go to 2-0. It was tied most of the night, 7-7. It was 14-14, now 20-14 in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by our scores, Douglas Mobile Homes Parts and Service. We'll get another update shortly.
And Shook's Family Chiropractic in Newton brings us the injury report. We got a couple of quarterbacks from Newton-Conover. Long pass incomplete. Diving attempt. Anthony was going to Scott Wilson, but it will be incomplete. And it will bring up the Blue Devils ball. They'll turn it over as it was a 4th down. The Red Devils, of course, going for it and incomplete.
Water break.
Timeout is going to be called with 5:57 short on the clock as we go for another drink. Red Team 4, 20, Bunker Hill 14. Vandy's 28, St. Stephen's nothing. Eastburg 14 and Hickory 12. And it is a 34-6 ball game right now as Maiden B is ahead of Newton-Conover as we cover all the Valley's football live and exclusive here on the Sports Boy.
In the kitchens of the area's finest restaurants, you'll find top quality equipment supplied by Denver Equipment Company. You'll find their equipment in the kitchens of Sagebrush Steakhouse and Saloon, Western Steer, Prime Sirloin, Chesapeake Bagel Bakery, Bennett's Smokehouse and Saloon, and many more. And they can help you at home, too. Call Denver Equipment Company at 322-8020. Or 800-222-9746. Denver Equipment Company in Hickory and Denver. Always proud supporters of high school sports. Call David or Nora Swink about installing a new Rood heat pump. You'll be amazed how much more comfortable your home will be with a new Rood. You'll get year-round comfort in your home thanks to Rood heat pumps and Swink heating, air conditioning, and electric. Warmth in the winter and refreshing coolness in the summer. Year-round comfort at prices that are easily affordable, whether it's 10 or 110 degrees. You'll feel just right with a Rood heat pump from Swink Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Highway 10 and Mount Olive Church Road, Newton.
All across the Catawba Valley, it's a high school football Friday night. I'm Dave in the morning along with Juju Phillips. We got Ed Wheeler, Danny Hips. We've got Tom Neff, Frank Huffman, Dennis Binfield. Our studio engineer, Buddy Parham, along with Dwayne Cousin, getting the scores from all across the area tonight, right here on the Sports Boy. And we've also got NASCAR action coming up on RPM Radio NASCAR Now. That'll be immediately following this as you'll bring up to date on all of the NASCAR stories today. And while all that's going on, we'll continue to keep you informed with all the scores and the final results of high school football tonight in the Catawba Valley.
Douglas Mobile Homes Parts and Service brings you the scoreboard and some of the out-of-town scores tonight. South Caldwell, High Brighton, no score. West Caldwell, 22. Watauga, nothing. South Point, 17. Lincoln to nothing. And it's Shelby, 17. Freedom, 7. One other score outside the area. Kannapolis on top of Statesville still, 14 to nothing at last report.
Glad you're still with us tonight. We got lots more to come. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in this ball game with a 3rd down and long coming now. 3rd and 11.
West Lincoln 8 and East Lincoln 8. That game at halftime.
It's tied, Juju. 3rd down. 34-6. Could we hope that maybe if you're going to the Lenorine game that they'll keep you up there? Here's a big sack. Blue Devils trying to run with the football. And it's going to be Rimbert being brought down behind the line of scrimmage as the Red Devils come up for a sack. And the ball is going to be at the 33. 4 minutes left. Football Friday night in the Catawba Valley. Don't forget to join us next week, too, because we've got a couple of awards that we'll be handing out again in week number 2 of high school football.
We sure do, Dave. The Coca-Cola Golden Helmet Award, Player of the Week on Wednesday morning. Tuesday morning, Healthy Choice Ice Cream. Galaxy Foods presents the Team of the Week, and one of the games next week as Newton-Conover received the kick. Nice end-over-end kick. Red Devils get it. Ledoux Wilson back at his 25, and he'll cut back to the right side in the clear 40-45, picks up a block, cross the 40, inside the 35-yard line before running out of bounds down to about the 34. And next week, Newton-Conover travels to meet at Barger Stadium to take on the Red Tornadoes of Hickory High. So another big matchup for both teams next week. But Dave, you saw really one of the few times tonight the speed of Ledoux Wilson. And Danny, that was right in front of you. Nice little maneuver there to get out of the way.
Yeah, you notice how I shoved these little kids right in front of me, Juju. I took my lead blockers and put them in front of them to protect myself a little bit.
44-yard return. by Wilson.
3:24 on the clock. We were left in the ball game. 34-6 if you just turned us on. Maiden leads Newton-Conover. The Red Devils got the ball.
44-yard kick, 42-yard return, net of 2 yards.
And here comes the pass complete to the 25-yard line. As the Blue Devils go to the air,
Michael Raybold.
And Michael Anthony throws it to Raybold. And it's a completed pass, and it's good enough for a first down. The ball is going to be at the 25-yard line.
Anthony's thrown that little square-in pattern, if you will, a little quick post pretty well tonight. Red Devils have tried to go to that pass a few times, and I don't think, Dave, when this game started, they would have expected to have their fourth team, but a fourth quarterback in this football game tonight.
All right, we're going to Hickory High. Dennis Spinfield after this play. Back to throw. Here comes lots of time. Long to the corner of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Incomplete as Michael Anthony goes to the corner of the end zone, and it will fall incomplete.
Raybold was down there and had a chance. He turned around and just went through his hands, and a nice pass delivered that time by Anthony in the end zone. So the Red Devils, Dave, aren't messing around, throwing little dinky passes. They're going for the touchdown, throwing it deep.
Let's go to Dennis Spinfield at Hickory High now on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline as we get an updated report on that East Burke-Hickory ball game. It's to you, Dennis.
This is Dennis Spinfield at Frank Barger Stadium in Hickory, where the Hickory High Red Tornadoes and East Burke Cavaliers are locked up 21-12. East Burke at the end of the third quarter in a game with more oddball plays than I've seen in 100 years. The Red Tornadoes had a 12-7 lead with less than a minute to play in the first half, and East Burke blocked a field goal attempt with Bo Armfield picking the ball up and running 82 yards for a touchdown with no time left on the clock. Then with 1:14 left at the end of the third quarter, an East Burke drive, which had been kept alive by an illegal participation penalty by Hickory, was dropped at the 21-yard line as David Hamby for East Burke picked the ball up and ran it into the end zone after the fumbled punt. So the Cavaliers now lead 21-12 at the 12-minute mark starting the fourth quarter. 21-12, East Burke over Hickory. This is Dennis Spinfield for the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
All right, thanks, Dennis, for reporting on all those oddball plays. Wow, what a wild night over there.
Kickoff return, fumbled punt. Unbelievable. We've seen a little bit of everything from all of the games here tonight. 4 quarterbacks here, Newton-Conover.
Yep.
2 of them injured on back-to-back plays.
Michael Anthony, the quarterback now, on a fourth down for the Red Devils. This time the run to the left side. Ooh, Anthony got his feet jerked right out from under him as he falls down at about the 18-yard line, and the Blue Devils are going to be taking over as a result of that. With 2 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock left in this ball game.
Jamie Huffman with the shoestring tackle that time, and he was going, Dave, to the hole to the left side, and Huffman came in and tripped him up. Good tackle that time.
Tom Neff coming up with a report in a second. I'm going back to Tom as we switch you to St. Stephen's, to Fred T. Ford, and to Hickory tonight for all the action.
Bandy's on top of their game, 28-0. Big plays for the Trojans at last report. Chris Douglas had a 77-yard run. Bandy's returned the opening kickoff of that game for a 77-yard touchdown.
Blue Devils have got the ball now, 1st and 10. Rembrandt is the quarterback, and the handoff is straight up the middle to the 25-yard line. As Tom Brown has gone down and got some clean jerseys and pulled them up. Going to be 2nd down at about 3. Let's go to Tom at Fred T. Ford. Bunker Hill, the Bears, the Tigers battling it out. It's been a great game all night long. Tom Neff reports in on the Coca-Cola Football Hotline.
This is Tom Neff at Fred T. Ford High School on the Coca-Cola Hotline. There's 3 minutes and 12 seconds left on the game clock, and Ford has opened up a 26-14 lead over Bunker Hill. The Tigers took their 12-1 lead in impressive fashion as they marched 91 yards in 19 plays. The scoring drive, it lasted 9 minutes and 12 seconds. 19 plays was capped off by Ben Evans' 1-yard run. Again, our score here at Ford High School is Tigers 26, Bunker Hill 14. I'm Tom Neff, Coca-Cola Football Hotline. Now back to Dave and Juju at Newton-Conover.
Thanks, Tom. Good job there as the Tigers stretch their lead over the Bears there.
And Ford looking to go up to 2-0 on the season, win their home opener. Randall Boss, the quarterbacks, had a fine game tonight in a 91-yard drive against Bunker Hill, and right now Tigers look pretty good to go up to on the season, Dave. We have a penalty called here, and it'll bring up 2nd and long, and we're under 2 minutes to go here, and I'm sure both teams just like to see the clock run out. Maiden's going to improve on the season to 2-0. Red Devils will fall to 1-1.
Minute 43 seconds left in this one. NASCAR news on the way. All the scores coming in tonight from the scoreboards and hotline reporters. Stay with us tonight. Don't go anywhere. Glad you've got it locked in there at home or in your car, wherever you might be. Here comes the handoff up the middle. The Blue Devils twist and turn to about the 27-yard line, finding a little bit of running room.
Dennis Setzer qualified today in the backup car for Bill Elliott. First Union or First Plus Financial for Taurus.
Geez,
I'm getting my sponsors down.
You don't need
he
to be
made
doing
the field. He will go in probably somewhere around the 35 spot, and he will make the field. So he will be running this weekend at New Hampshire. Drivers go to Darlington next week.
Inside a minute left in this ball game, 34-6. The Blue Devils are going to win tonight. Drive carefully on your way home. We've got some other scores coming up for you.
I think a couple of drivers, including Dale Jarrett, has a chance, Dave, for $1 million bonus next week at Darlington. The No Bull 5.
The No Bull 5?
I think.
All right.
That's going to probably do it. One more play to run here. First down by
the Blue Devils.
The Blue Devils. Yep. Good offensive line blocking tonight for Maiden. Some of those really big guys up front have done a job earlier tonight. Setzer, Hudson, Underwood, Rogers, Mundrow, opening a lot of holes for Cedric Shuford, who scored 3 touchdowns tonight, rushed for over 150 yards, and Maiden putting together a solid performance for the 2nd week in a row. They're going to win a day 34-6, our final play of the ball game.
All right. Seconds remain in this ball game, and the handoff is going to be straight up the middle to the 35-yard line as well. Blue Devils have had a good night. Got to say that the Red Devils, though, definitely encountered some bad luck in the fact that they lost their quarterback, and the next play later lost their backup quarterback. Neither one of those guys was able to return to the ball game, and that's it. We'll be getting the thoughts and the comments of the coaches out there on the field as we send Danny Hips out to see what they got to say about all the action tonight. Maiden's Tom Brown, of course, the winner, and a 34-6 ball game over the Newton-Conover Red Devils tonight here at Newton-Conover's Gurley Stadium. As we'll keep it right here because we want to get the guys before they head to the locker room. Good crowd on hand for the first home game at Newton-Conover, and we've got all kinds of fans making their way out of here tonight. Please drive carefully. The elegant bride and formal wear in downtown Newton with prom and homecoming dresses, tuxedos for the guys, brings us the post-game show. And we switch it out on the field to Danny Hips.
Hey, all right, thanks, Dave. Here with Coach Tom Brown. Coach, 34-6, 2-0.
2-0, played great, played real good defense, and our offense is really that's a lot of fun. I'll tell you, we're having a lot of fun with our offense, and I'm real pleased with the way we're doing the things that we're doing this early in the season.
Coach did a good job of spreading the ball around tonight.